The top four get paid. Before we start,
welcome back to the Pro Series. Stand by.
We had our biggest turnout for women so far. 12 bowlers. 12 bowlers. We want to keep growing this, and we keep doing it month after month, and we have been able to grow it a little bit. But
women's tournament took place earlier. That's being congratulated right now by tournament director Nate Lease. Stand by, folks. We'll get started in just a moment.
This is one way to get better, so we just got to try to grow the game as much as we can, get it out there as much as we can. We're going to keep doing this next year and hopefully get a much better turnout out of it. Shannon Scribner threw an incredible 623, which beat most of the guys.
623 for Shannon Scribner to win the first Pro Series for women. Her first title.
547, and third place was Alicia Callie at 539. So
Mark Chana, Alicia Callie finished second and third for the women.
All
right, here we go. Greg, welcome.
Hello, Paul Grant, and my name is Greg Gouillart for Candlepin Bowling Network. This is Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire, and this is the Pro Series 3-man random draw teams. This is elimination style, so these two teams are not strictly speaking head-to-head. It's actually 12 teams in action right now, chosen at random. One top 12 qualifier, one middle 12 qualifier, and one bottom 12 qualifier, including all three of the men we saw in a wacky playoff matchup, which actually didn't have to happen, but boy did it produce some thrilling action. McIntosh and Turigny right and left, and we're underway.
Okay, top four get paid. 8 teams will advance in this first round. Mike McIntosh 3.0 to Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. On lane 6, spare. Double J Turigny from Leda Lanes, National New Hampshire, missed right, leads up to 4. Boy, he's been great in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, dominating all year in Class B, certainly in Class A next year, the #1 seed. Last year was an 8th seed. It's a 10 to start this one-string round. There could be a roll-off, too, if there's a tie for one of these bottom 4 teams. So.
So the bowling order rotation is set as the bottom 12 bowler, then the middle 12 bowler, then the top 12 bowler. So these are the 25 through 36 finishers from the 5-string qualifier that took place just a few hours ago.
Max 7 in the spare, 17 through 1, 8 left, 6, 10 right. This would be something. Spins it over, nothing to show for it. JJ, 5 down, 5 to go. Miss left. The ball comes back, but doesn't take anything down. 1 on the 4. Kevin Burns standing by with some scores from earlier, just a moment. Mike chops out 1 for an 8, 25 through 2. JJ field goal for an 8, 18 through 2. Let's bring in Kevin Burns. Give us some scores from the qualifying rounds. Kevin Burns, welcome.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Paul. As was mentioned earlier, Shannon Scribner went 623. Blanca went 547. Alicia Callie took third with a 539. Clarence McKinley took 538, so that was kind of close.
Look at this lead for JJ Turigny in lane 5. It's a weird leave. Mac with the half west to go. Continue. Now let's talk about the men's qualifiers.
The way this works, they took the top 36. So I'm going to read the top 3 for the each. Scott Lapierre was the high man with a 671. Danny Harris was a 638. And John Winchell was a 630. Craig Holbrook was in the middle with a 590. Jay Seminole with a 586. And Timmy Douglas tied him with a 586.
Mike, a tough 5 box there. JJ a 7. So Mike 30, despite the spare 7 start, just 13 his last 2. Funny game. JJ just 25 through 3. Nate Lees, Laurie Lewis helping out. Dave and Allie Barber, hope you're feeling better, both under the weather today. Always do a top-notch job. Mac trying to bounce back. 6-10, spare chance. JJ Turigny can't find the head pin again. Just 4.
So this is an elimination format. 12 teams in, and the top 8 advance based on total pinfall, which you see at the top of your screen. So this is not strictly head-to-head, but 2 of the teams in question. And the finals will be here on 5 and 6. We look forward to covering that. The cuts will be from 12 teams to 8 to 4 to 2, unless there are ties, in which case teams will carry over. We'll explain if that happens.
Next swept at the 10 won't go. JJ missed left that time. 1-7, 8-10. Go ahead, Kevin.
So for the bottom tier, Arson Barnes was a 573, Corey Packett 573, and Sean Baker with a 570.
Okay, thanks, Kevin Burns. 4 teams get paid. $1,500 for the winning team, $500 for each of the 3 bowlers. Not a bad payday.
Good shot with the wood for McIntosh. He's got a 10 box, 40 through 4. Tarigny 33 through 4. And finally, if this is your very first time watching Candlepin, very special welcome to you. 3 balls per frame, and any pins knocked down on the plate stay on the plate, and unless they fall like that on lane 6, they can be used as live wood, as you've seen.
Well, Kevin Burns reporting on other matches as well. Always a pleasure to work with you, Greg. Class act all the way.
Thank you very much, Paul. Likewise.
Mack with a clip wing eagle. JJ trying to bounce back. Beautiful ball, but look at this, another split. 4-7-10 as the pin falls down. Got some wood to possibly help. Mack try to slice it over, just missed inside. JJ missed left.
There was some merit to going right there and hoping for a ball trampoline.
JJ Tarigny has raised his average about 10 pins in 1 year, just like Ryan Salfeld did a couple of years last year or so too.
Am I being in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour or the traveling singles competition? We see him on the rise.
Well, the ball came back at the 10 pin and won't go for a 9. Mack at 9 also. 49 for Mack, 42 for JJ. From Webster Timber Lanes, Abington, Massachusetts, John Pumphrey's house, also the president of the Mass Bowling Association, now great owner of John Pumphrey at Lucy's Bar. His bowler, Matt Nichols, with a setback shot. On lane 6, lane 5, it's the twister. A twister is a small denomination versus a tornado, his brother Tim Douglas. So Scott's the twister. He's on lane 5. Just missed right, takes down 7, 1,
You
2,
know,
7.
Interesting,
7 goes.
interestingly, Matt Nichols on the right designed Scott Douglas's shirt when they were on the same team at Mixed Worlds. D-Generation X, I believe, when it was at Academy Lanes.
That's right.
Of course, the team out of Webster Timber Lanes, like you just said, Paul.
Only a WoW shirt looks better, I think.
Of course.
My biased opinion, of course. Matt in a 9. Scott trying to get a 10.
All for a good cause. Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity, bowlers helping bowlers. You can learn more by going to candlepins4cancer.com, candlepins4cancer.com.
Make a donation if you can, any amount. Check the address on the website as well. I want to thank Bill Olson here at Lakeside Lanes. His Thursday Night League raised $278. He threw in 22 on his own. $300 donation Friday to Candlepins for Cancer. Thank you, Bill Olson, the gentle giant. Class D Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Northern Conference. Matt Nichols, 8 and a 10. Trying to bounce that wood over. Second box, 1-string match. Top 8 advance of 12 teams to the second round. All coverage today on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Douglas right in the pocket. Wobbling triangle. 2 middle, 4 left, 5 right. Nichols trying to bounce it over. Good effort. Can't reach the corner. Beautiful 24-lane facility. Douglas spare. 19 of the ball through 2.
Tricky triangles. Go about 1 and 3 at a time.
Nichols gets the 10, 19 through 2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube with the Pro Series. My name is Greg Gouillart. That's Paul Grant. Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube so that you're always in the know about our latest bowling content. Also, if you could please take a moment and hit the thumbs up button on this very video just to show you like the video. Even that little click goes a long way. So thank you very much for your support. Either way, just by watching.
And we're closing at 1,000 videos this week and next week. 1,000 videos in about 3 short years. Thanks to Bob Lee, executive producer, as well, and Greg Gouillart, a lot of the content, putting that up for us.
We go
live streams.
We go everywhere, even Moncton, New Brunswick.
I'll be in Maine this week at the Candlepins for Cancer, top 20 any doubles tournament rather.
That's a drive too. 2 tough pinning outs for these bowlers.
Yeah, it's the 1-7-10 Augusta, Maine special, I call it, from Matt Nichols. So big 20 roll-ups. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Any doubles, 2-person teams, men or women or mixed.
Good out, Nichols, 9 box.
Information on Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com. Scott 4 in the spare, 7 in the box, 30 through 3. Matt Nichols 28 through 3.
We'll keep an eye on the scores in the rest of the field, particularly Kevin Burns, who's roving about, collecting scores, and yep, he's got his clipboard in hand.
7-pin lead. We'll call it Team Winchell and Team St. Sampson.
Sorry. It's it's 5. 77 to 72.
I'm looking at the wrong score. I'm sorry. 77-72, 5.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the first set of bowlers. I'll get it right.
There we go. Yeah.
So 5-pin lead it is for team, we'll call it Team Winchell.
Yep.
And Team St. Cyr since they're the third bowlers.
But of course, it's knockout, so they're not strictly head-to-head, though, of course, they'd love to be ahead of each other. You know, that's one less team to worry about.
That's true.
12 teams becomes 8, and then 4, then 2, and we'll keep that track of that with that 12-8 Icker. Nice shot.
The twisted on the mark. 40 to ball through 4. Nichols gets a 9.
I know
37 through 4.
Information's coming fast and furious, but this is the Pro Series, roughly monthly events that take place across several bowling centers across New England. And these events are varied formats. This 3-man random draw, one of my favorite ones. And for example, we'll have a singles knockout at Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts. And then the playoffs, where the top 8 across the entire season will have a bye, and the top 24 teams will make the playoffs.
There's a banana split for Matt Nichols. Casey McCool's favorite shot. Pulls out of Lakeside Lanes here. Also in Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B Northern Conference.
That's Nichols' 4th split of the string, unfortunately, and he's got really flat wood. I'm not sure it'll help.
Almost. The ball rolls around the 7.
Yeah, wild carom from both the pin and the ball. Nichols put a heck of a bid on it. He had a really good average at Mixed Worlds out of Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, the last edition of the tournament.
Douglas 9 in the fill, 49 through 4. He doinks it.
Yes, 9, thank you. Score's correct, 49 through 4.
Nichols missed right for a 9. Tough 46 happy. He threw the ball really well, like Greg said. 80%, and the head pin's a good sign. And Scott right on it.
Yep.
For a 10, 59 half.
We'll take that fist bump to mean a fair call. Always calling those close calls. You can't hit the pin in the gutter first, but he did not.
So the scores on your screen, 101-95, a 6-pin lead. But Team St. Cyr, the rock star, he's coming up next with John Winchell.
I'll make this bigger for you and also point out that you've got some people. Terry and Michael would like to say hi to you. And
hello, Michael Izzo, Bill Olson, Terry Forks from Maine watching, Ken Redmond. Thanks a lot. And Bill, thanks again for that $300 donation. I hope we can get more teams to do that. Leagues to do 50-50 raffles once or twice a year to help the Bowlers charity. We've paid out so much money, we could use some replenishment. So thanks, Bill, for that $300 impressive donation from one league. Great job. Class act. And a terrific bowler back on the rise. John Winchell out of Exeter Lane Shooter Sports Club, Exeter, New Hampshire. Takes down 6-1-3-8-9.
Winchell in fantastic form right now. He had a 430. He was in the 430s at the last Friday Night Pro League match with Team Hingham.
What a luxury to be in that team.
We saw the other two 400s that evening from Gouillart Jr. and Pete Crawford Jr.
Gets the bowl with Hall of Famers Craig Holbrook and recently Hall of Famer Bob Wickham. Aaron spread eagle plus the 9, just 2 there, 5 standing. John 189 on lane 6 here in Manchester, New Hampshire at beautiful Lakeside Lanes. He'll take an 8 to start his one-string match. St. Cyr takes an 8 also. Most Sundays here at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire, 12-2. $12 a person, shoes included. Must print out the coupon at lakesidelanes.com. It's lakesidelanes.com. 12-2. Most Sundays, all year round. Shoes included. Again, lakesidelanes.com.
Some commotion from lane 4. Chris Bover just made a 6-7-10 with Wood, and he's on 58 in the ball at the half.
Or as Nate Lees called him during the announcement, Boys Fair. Boys Furt.
I had a high school classmate who went by that surname but pronounced it Boisvert, which sounds the most French to me in my opinion, but different strokes for different folks.
Some bowlers struggle in the qualifiers, but as long as you get in, it's a new life.
I don't mean that disrespectfully. I apologize.
We know that.
Wood in front.
St. Cyr picks it up. Spare, 18 of the ball through 2. Winchell looking at the 1-7-9.
Good to see you in chat, Larry.
Larry Wentworth, the Mad Fisherman. Is that copyright violation too?
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about copyright violations anymore.
Don't get banned from the other platform. Oh, Lord.
Stop playing the music in the background.
I still don't know. It's impossible. Yeah, Paul Grant lost his Facebook account for reasons that are frankly completely incomprehensible to us. We're looking forward to hopefully rectifying that situation soon because the reasoning is non-existent, honestly.
Maybe Paul Candlepin Grant maybe next time, the name. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't have to tell him our tactics. Winchell's got the Caleri left side here. St. Cyr 5-pin. Great count.
9 in the fill, 27 through 2. That helps his team. They have the lead, double digits right now.
Yep. Top 8 of 12 pinfalls will advance.
Winchell 1 of the 9. Slow start for their team. No mark, only 1 mark so far. Mike had a McIntosh 3.0, a spare 7 of 49.5. Matt Nichols a 46.5 with 4 headpin hits. And St. Cyr back-to-back spares. 37 the ball through 3. Winchell a 9. John Jon 26 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network. So 1 mark to none for St. Cyr's team. They're up 17.
Yeah, I think both. No, sorry. Jay Simino has a 68 in the ball half. I'm trying to see scores as best as I can from where I sit. And presumably that's Tim Douglas, who has 75 at the half. What other Tim could, or it could be Tim Susie, excuse me. Hang on, let me confirm. It is Tim Susie.
St. Cyr 3 right, 4 left on the second spare in a row. After spare 9 is spare 8, 45 through 3.
Yeah, St. Cyr a great string here. Winchell losing the range on the headpin a little bit, wants to get back on it.
Number 1 seed in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Northern Conference, Class A. Trying to go into the finals for the 3rd time. He's won 1, lost 1. That says Justin Waters. Waters World trying to win it back-to-back years in the Southern Conference.
I covered a playoff match in the ACST between these 2 exact bowlers, St. Cyr and Winchell. That was at Exeter Lanes, Winchell's home house.
Both bowlers with an 8. John 34 through 4. The rock star Aaron St. Cyr 53 through 4. Halfway point coming up now. This 1-string match. Pro Series 3-man team, random draw on Candlepin Bowling Network. Al Johnson watching. Founder of Candlepin's for Cancer, Hall of Fame himself, 2023 with Bob Wickham, Wally Basilinsky, and so many others. Well-deserved Al Johnson. World record holder for 10 strings, 15-25. St. Cyr rocks down 9 as the 7 goes. 8 pin for a spare. John, the 310 mini split, a piece of wood to the left. Trying to sweep it into the corner.
Looks pretty vertical. I'm a little worried.
Tough break.
Yeah, Redline probably would not have taken it. Had to really finesse that.
Aaron got the spare to go. 63 half plus 1.
Just devouring the headpin and eating it all up. 3 marks.
Only 1 mark in 15 boxes for Team Winchell as he gets a 10, just 44. And right now, it's a 25-pin lead plus the ball for Team St. Cyr. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Only one team to worry about right here. Looking around, Danny Harris has a 62 half with 2 strikes non-consecutive in that string. I shouldn't have been so surprised that Tim Susie has a 75 half. After all, he was top of the shop when we were at Sanford, Maine Bowl-A-Rama, simply, where he had the top 5 string qualifier in that event. That was a singles elimination.
He lives in Brattleboro, Vermont. He bowls out of Western Mass at French King Bowling Center, Irving. Owners are Ralph and Eric Sem. Well, Ralph's the official owner, Eric in the wings waiting. Mike McIntosh 3.0, who got a mark to start, and no mark since then for his whole team. Need a bunch now as he gets the 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7. J.J. Trigny, an unusual low 42 half. Watch out for this guy, folks. J.J. Trigny.
Trigny's ball power is incredible. As soon as he gets dialed in on the head pin, those pins will just explode just as much as they did just then on that shot.
Max Spare. 59 in the ball through 6. J.J. up the wall. He got it.
Exactly.
52 in the ball through 6 on the board.
Just one more refinement, and Trigny might be Class A ACST in a very short while.
Absolutely. He's averaging around 114 this year. It's a done deal.
First time I encountered him was at the Easter Classic in Leda Lanes, where he and his lane mates then were putting on a good performance in that 20-stringer.
Mike McIntosh 3.0 on the upgrade. Oh, wow.
That's 1 on the fill, I'm afraid.
And that's that 2-letter word I'm not supposed to say in the Pro Series. Initials LD. 60 through 6. I'll tease him about later on.
Trigny also luckless there. He's got 4 on the fill after that, unfortunately.
Hopefully I get $5 for the charity out of that. Tough lead for Mac. It's a 128 former bowler at the old Park Place Lanes in Winton, New Hampshire. And an 8.
He did very well to get the 2 sleepers. The 5 and the 8 were hiding back there.
So despite the only 2 marks for his team, he's only at 68 through 7, below the minimum. JJ, after the spare 4 and 8 box, 64 through 7. So the table setters off to a rough start.
Ball's, of course, referring to par, which we notate as 10 per box, essentially. If you're working above par, and like in golf, that's good here.
Mac, looking at the mark. A chance here. 6 right, 9 left.
the terminology is pretty much only used on Candlepin Bowling Network right now. Maybe some others, but it should catch on.
JJ pushes 9 down, 1, 2, 4, spare opportunity. Hello, Jeff Little, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class C champion, donating $1 for every spare and strike and lemon drop this year to Candlepin for Cancer. $118 to him alone. Thanks, Jeff Little. Class act. Mack, another spare. He's got 3 overall. 78 in the ball. JJ missed inside. Leaves up number 1. That's good news for Team Winchell. Do not count them out ever. They're too good. JJ 9, 73 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Again, close to 1,000 videos soon, this week or next week. Subscribe free, never a charge. Get your friends and family to do so also. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Spread Eagle, ouch.
The cut to make this tournament, the cut to make the playoffs is 559, so about a 112 average, and that's just the bottom end.
JJ, it's a break. The 5 is swept down from behind. Great piece of wood for a spare in the 10. Mack 4 in the fill, just 82 through 8 with 3 spares. The 5 box lowered his score earlier. JJ spare, his second one.
Easy as you like.
83 to ball through 9. Mack trying to get 3. Gets 2 for an 8. So 90 through 9 at the minimum with 3 spares. The fill 7, 1, and 4.
Turigny easily could be higher right here. He got a spread eagle on the last fill.
So they got 2 spares to none in their favor. Team St. Cyr on the left, and they're up 25 right now. Mack, beautiful ball for a strike, 9. 10 pin remains, wood to help. JJ missed left 5, 88 through 9. Right now the lead is 30. 1 spare for each side maybe if Mack gets this one to go. Should be a layup. He does. His 4th spare, 100 in the ball. Trigny, oh, he got it. How about that one? Wow.
You basically need sidewall action to take that out because it's spread eagle pins and worse, so that was great lateral pin action.
98, is it right, Greg?
98 in the ball, that's right.
98 in the ball for JJ Trigny, double J.
McIntosh, meanwhile, in his 4th mark, looking to fill 10th box.
Could use 10. He gets 7 with a setback leave.
Doesn't have to shoot it, at least.
107. JJ slams down 8, make it 9. Rolling to 7, won't go. A nice finish for double J, 107 each.
So remember, we got here by taking the top 36 from the qualifying round. I'll check my levels here. That's fine. And we had a surreal moment right there where we had a play-in round thinking we needed to reduce 3 to 2 in order to determine who was 35th and 36th. That was between Mike Legender, Justin Kochi, and Brian Allard. But then it turned out that due to a calculation error by the tournament directors, actually the match didn't have to be played. That said, despite the match being meaningless, it was a lot of fun and a thrill. So if you just like good quality bowling, you should watch it just in its own right. That's the prior Pro Series broadcast we had.
32 pin lead for Team St. Cyr on the left. Matt Nichols trying to get some marks. Only 2 there. Got the 6 and the 9. The twister Scott Douglas on the crossover with the hay bale. Nichols chomps up the 3. Brutal. They need a bunch of marks.
You only got 3 balls. You can't take out those 7 columns one at a time.
You're down about 5 marks right now. A double would help. Wood in between the 6 right, 9 left for the twister.
Douglas is hoping that 6 pin would take a dive.
Nichols 7, 53 through 6. 4 for 6 in the head pin. Douglas gains with a 9, 68 through 6.
Not strictly head-to-head, but 12 will become 8. You're definitely keeping the closest eye on the team right next to you.
Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Hello, watching from Poland. Scott, thanks for watching. Is that Krakow? How do you pronounce that?
Krakow.
Krakow, that's right. Nichols, look at this leave. A triangle. 4, 7, 8. 3, 6, 10 right. Hopefully can split the uprights between the 3 and the 6, send it over.
At least I hope that's right. We worked with a Polish photographer, Alicia, it was Mixed Worlds, I believe it was, at Academy Lanes. She'll correct my pronunciation if I mangled that. Douglas has, that is 7 and 9, am I correct? No, it's 3 and 7, I think.
3 and 7.
There's a temptation to spin the wood horizontally, I suppose.
Getting consultation.
Remember, they're teammates now, St. Cyr and Douglas, because of the format. Want it? You have a few strings to bowl together. Might as well get the chemistry going early.
Too much wood. Nichols, big out, does for an 8. 61 through 7. They need a bunch of marks.
Again, remember, Nicholas has been on the head pin more than not. Every single head pin hit has been a split.
Douglas Gaines with a 10. 78 through 7. 8 blocks to go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the team notated in blue here, Scott Douglas is 6 for 7 on the head pin. St. Cyr 5 for 5.
Again, not head-to-head. Top 8 of these 12 teams advance to the next round. Nichols in the pocket. Another split. Good grief. 2, 4, 7, 10.
Maybe the wood gives him some respite. We'll see.
Douglas with a setback shot.
We're seeing that a lot here. Maybe that might be the Lakeside leave for today. Interesting. The wood's usually in front of the 6-10 on that leave. First Nichols.
Top 4 teams get paid. Nichols coming back. Will it go?
It could.
Come on down. It will not. That's where it's going.
Man, that pin was basically straddling it.
Another tough break. Justin Rodia, thanks for watching. Nichols 10, 71 through 8. Douglas a 9, 87 through 8.
Every pin, every box. You never know which pin will be the winning pin.
35 pin lead plus a ball for Team St. Cyr on the left.
Without exception, every single bowler has been involved in a thrilling one-pin win or loss, so everyone knows the importance.
I've covered John Winchell quite a bit. John has made a lot of clutch finishes in his great Hall of Fame potential career. He's nominated to be nominated next time around. 50 years young, he's eligible now for the Hall of Fame next time around. He's a very clutch bowler, a very good pinner too. He's got his work cut out for him coming up next. Nichols, another 3-1 split, unbelievable.
Yeah, this is
going to 7 splits now, 6 splits.
It is 7 splits, Paul.
Wow, and splits are based on hitting the head pin on the first ball.
That's right. Split implies the head pin.
Sean Baker to 119 to our right. Nichols, will that go? No.
Broke his heart again.
Douglas tried to send it right to left. Leads up to 4-7. One string match. Opening round. Nichols 9, 80 through 9. No marks. 9 for Douglas. Scott's at 96 through 9.
That's the thing about splits. It makes it so difficult to get those 10 boxes because you need 2 good accurate shots after that, essentially, to get back to perfect.
Please invite your friends to bowl Candlepin Bowling, a sport for all ages. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Support your local bowling centers all year round with Candlepin gift cards. Good holiday gift, birthday gift, any anniversaries, any occasion, graduations. Candlepin gift cards. Please support your local bowling centers.
Nichols may have a chance. Needs to leverage this wood in the back.
He got this one.
Yes.
8 splits, and he finally gets one to go. No fault of his own. 90 in the ball, a strike for 100. Douglas shot at the 10 pin for a spare. You got it. 106 in the ball. That puts a lot of pressure on John Winchell. He threw a double strike, by the way, the other day on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour match I covered on Candlepin Bowling Network. A double strike 6 against Bruno DeFeo to win a string by 6. Nichols on the bonus, missed it pin that time, 5, 95 string.
Douglas had a spare, excuse me.
Douglas got the spare, and he adds 5. He'll end up with a 111.
Yep, that's correct.
One string match. 5 blocks to go. Is there a path here, Greg Gouillart, for John Winchell?
Well, so let's consider that the bottom end is 110 average. So I would say Winchell really needs to get about 4 marks or so right now.
It's not head-to-head, don't forget. Top 8 teams advance out of 12.
I think Winchell needs a minimum 4 marks or his team could be in danger at the moment. Though, again, it is only the bottom third that get cut. Maybe he needs less, but he needs marks.
Beautiful ball, but look at this, another split.
He has at least found the head pin range. That is encouraging, even though the wood is discouraging.
Aaron St. Cyr on the spare. Beautiful ball, he gets 8. 4 in the 7.
St. Cyr is raking still. Remember, he had a 3-mark first half.
71 half. Getting better and better every year. Winchell will try to kick it over. Will need to mark out. More than likely to advance. St. Cyr on the spare.
Leveraging the diagonal wood to get that to go.
81 in the ball through 6. His team's looking good to advance. pending other action, of course. We can't tell, obviously. Winchell gets the 10, 54 through 6. So just 5 marks combined for Team Winchell. 4 for Mike McIntosh, 3.0. 1 for Matt Nichols. John, no marks yet. Pinning well as usual, 54 through 6, but that will not get him into the next round. Another good ball, a spread eagle.
Third straight split.
St. Cyr adding to his bonus ball, a banana split. 6 on the bonus, 87 through 6. Winchell, oh, what a try. Could have used it. Always never shot. St. Cyr trying to kick it over, good bid. John, nice pro 10 on a spread eagle. 64 through 7. St. Cyr just missed left for a 9. 96 through 7. 3 blocks to go. This one string match.
Yeah, I'm getting worried for these teams right now. I've seen a 361, a 370, 379, a 394 around the room, just based on scores I can see with an eye shot. And there's another one that's north of 390. So I'm worried these two might be in trouble here. 12 teams become 8.
Kevin Burns getting some scores for us. Hopefully we can get him in here pretty quickly. Kevin.
St. Cyr on the head pin here, strike, and the big string just keeps on going for the Rockstar.
106 plus 2 through 8. John Winchell, another tough split. Kevin. That won't go either. We'll try to get Kevin here in just a moment if we can. Team Winchell in trouble. Very good bowler. 9, 73 through 8, 2 blocks to go. Let's try to get an update from Kevin Burns if we can in just a moment here.
12 teams become 8, become 4, become 2 in effect. So these teams were formed by drawing a top 12, a middle 12, and a bottom 12 bowler from the qualifier we had earlier. And they bowl in that the order bottom, middle, top, essentially. So these are 2 top 12 qualifiers you see on your screen now.
Winchell, another spread eagle. Are you serious?
Well,
that's a bad wow.
Used up all the karma with that 430 on Friday, I suppose. St. Cyr is still head pin perfect, though this time he's got a split.
Tried to pick that one up too. Good effort again. Aaron 7 in the strike. 113 through 8. Winchell will get a 9. 73, make it 82 through 9. Update from Kevin Burns.
All right, Paul, a few matches have ended. Edward's side team went 408 over Austin Barnes' team at 331. James, Craig, and Chris went 390. They lost by 4 pins to
it's not head-to-head anyway. It's just elimination anyway.
And Jimbo's team went 394. And Scott Lapierre's team went 369. And Danny Harris's team went 361.
Okay, thanks, Kevin Burns.
St. Cyr just had a head pin perfect string right here. He's trying to pick up the spare in the 10th. And he's got it for a 134 and a ball.
John Winchell, very rare to see a string with no marks. 9, disappointing 91 string, and I don't think they're going to make it.
He'll be disappointed with his lack of head pins there, but he did have a lot of bad split luck, so he never really got a good leave on the head pin. It was column A, column B.
And Matt Nichols had 8 splits, so it's just one of those days, one of those strings.
Yep, Cosmos were not aligned for them.
Aaron had 7 more. What a string for the Rockstar. 141.
Yep, that applause is for him. That's tremendous. 141. Team total of 359 and the other team 293, which is a big surprise for the high caliber. Again, pin luck conspiring against them, but that will likely see them off.
Can we get our camera over to lanes 3 and 4 for Tim Douglas and Joey Lister?
Yes,
Freight
sir.
Train, the Tornado. For extended coverage here. We're going to keep it live here.
Whoops, don't need that.
Mike put $3 or his 5 for the lemon drop spare fill. Tim Douglas on lane 4, Joey Lister on lane 3. 2 outstanding bowlers. Douglas 4-2 split. He's only at 70 through 7. Low score for him.
Yeah, these Lakeside pins are dastardly. You got to be, at least seemingly. I think the bowlers are encountering more frustration than not.
Matt Susi, Dr. Seuss has a 125. Corey Packard a 126. Lister after that spare 8 is at 93 through 7.
That's very promising for them. I think Team Lister is in good position, of course, referring to one of the top 12 bowler that anchors them.
And missed that chance to play.
Team Tim Douglas, and this would be a great shock for the player top of the Pro Series standings, Tim Douglas. He might be gone after this round.
Nice 10. 90 through 8. Correction, 80 through 8. Lister gets a 9. 102 through 8.
Yeah, as it stands, they won't even beat the score put up by Team St. Cyr, 359, which I was worried about as well.
Rich Clark, 97. Bob Wickham, 122. Josh Daly is at 83 in a ball to our right on 7 and 8.
Though another bowler, Nick Zuffalato, who has made the past 2 finals of the 3-man random draw off camera right now in lane 7, is also struggling at the moment, and that might put his team in trouble as well.
He's got a 10 after a spare 7. He's at 89 through 9. Sean Baker at a 119 on this team. Jay Simino, 129. Will it be enough?
That's a pretty heavy weight on that anchor when you got Sean Baker and Jay Simino in front of you.
And they draw also for position of bowling too, obviously, right? They draw for bowling order too, right?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
They draw for order of bowling too, right?
It's third. It's the bottom 12, then the middle 12, then the top 12 bowler in that order. At least that's how it's been the past 2 years, I'm presuming.
Right,
I did get one format thing wrong. In the 10-stringer competition that took place in Augusta, Maine, I said that it would the doubles result would affect the Pro Series standings. It certainly affected the cash, and Tim Douglas and Brittany Underwood cashed out for a combined $1,750. But in terms of Pro Series standings, what they actually did was they took the top 10, they then split it into 2 halves of 5 strings, and they factored in both how you did in each half as well as the overall competition, and with some extra points thrown in for high singles in each string.
And good for Brittany Underwood winning her first Pro Series at 1710 Sports Center a couple months ago, and last month. And how about Shannon Scribner today? Dazzling performance to win her first Pro Series title in her first chance. It's been out of the running for about, 10, 11, 12 years now.
Yeah.
Great to see it back.
Scribner has so much time, and there's a lot of potential to go even higher.
Wrapping up over to our left, not in our regular coverage here in lanes 5 and 6. Douglas 8, disappointing 96 string. Joey Lister's on a spare, 121 on the ball.
Yeah, that's actually it's actually Tim Douglas and Joey Lister are first and second in the Pro Series standings right now. Behind them, Aaron St. Cyr, Craig Holbrook, Chris Merrill, Jim Ayotte, a reigning bowler of the year indeed, and Pro Series champion, John Winchell and Nick Norcross.
Freshie just got 98 over to our right. And Lister's fill was 8. He ends up with a 129. We're back to lanes 5 and 6. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be right back with round of 8 in just a moment. On the same broadcast, don't panic. We're not going to cut the broadcast on you this time. My name is Greg Gouillart. You've also been hearing from Paul Grant and Kevin Burns, our reporter with all the latest scores. Lord knows he's got a lot of scores to juggle. We'll try and get that update as soon as we can. And meanwhile, some suspended animation as we await the cut and wait to see which 8 teams will be joining us in just a moment.
Just so you know ahead of time, it's not official yet. Well, Greg will put this up soon, but we'll be having a Candlepins for Cancer mixed top 5 ladder in Sanford, Maine, June 2nd. The step ladder qualifiers will be in May. Information coming on Candlepin Chat within the next couple of weeks or so. So men and women separate qualifiers. Anybody can bowl. And we'll take the top 5 men's scores, top 5 women's scores at the end of the roll-offs. And the top will match up 1 with 1, 2 with 2, all the way down to 5 with 5. June 2nd, the live show at Sanford Bowlorama, Sanford, Maine. Coverage on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube for the qualifiers as well. Information coming out soon. And don't forget the Big 20 roll-offs. Second now, Candlepins for Cancer, any doubles. First live show we're going to do this one will be April 13th. The qualifiers this Wednesday, February 28th at 12 noon, and Thursday, leap year day, February 29th, 12 noon. And next weekend, March 2nd and 3rd, 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday, 1 shift, 12 o'clock. Any doubles, 2 men or 2 women, 1 man, 1 woman. Information on Candlepin's number 4 at Canson.com. Kevin.
The highest total was a 408, so they advanced.
Who's that?
That's Ed, Troy, and Chris.
Ed Woodside,
Yep.
Troy Fournier, and Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bovier?
No.
Merrill?
No, Chris Bovier.
Chris Merrill. That's right.
Yeah.
Meg, put him back on.
Mike,
All right,
Tim,
to make it to the
and
next round,
Jimbo.
you must have bowled a 346.
So 346 is the cut.
346.
346 at the cut.
Come up and redraw your lane.
So 394. So
We're knocking
406,
4 out this round. If you
394,
win past this round, you're in the
390.
money.
380.
346 or better.
All right,
Yeah.
So who are the teams that advanced?
Right now is Ed Woodside.
They're in. Freshie team's in. They in?
All right.
Team St. Cyr advanced. I could tell you that. We saw them earlier. Team Winchell did not. The St. Cyr's performance did see them through. So right now, Team Ayotte had 394. That would be Team Merrill, I assume, with 390. I believe that to be. Joey Lister's team 380. Then Danny Harris 361. I'm expecting 2 more scores here.
346 was the cutoff?
I'll hand that back here.
Was it 346 you said? The cutoff?
346 was the cut, Paul.
All right, so Freshies team did make it, barely.
All right, here we go. Now the lanes are in motion here. Again, the very standard delay here, but 8 teams is about to go 4. How does one get into a Pro Series event like this, asks chat right now. Well, right, if you pay the entry fee, you are welcome in. In fact, Kevin Burns has joined in. You can just join in if you've got the cash and you want to take your shot against the pros. As long as you can bowl properly and in flow, that's really the only requirement. There is a Pro Series membership fee for those who want to qualify for the playoffs, which is what I'm referencing with the standings that Tim Douglas and Joey Lister are ahead of right now. And those bowlers get first dibs on all Pro Series events. But anybody can join any event with the vacancies that remain in any event. So
Let's go, ladies, too. Let's go, ladies. Let's build this up.
exactly. So, and that's a message Nate Lees and the other tournament directors want to make clear as well. They really want to grow the game. So they do actively encourage people to sign up here. We were almost full for this event, but both ladies and gentlemen, there were more space is in the event. And even though they're very easygoing tournament directors, they do really want this series to grow and more Candlepin events. What are we waving at?
Mark Hollywood-Smith's in the house now for this match on
All
lane 6.
right.
Scott Lapierre and Brian Allard, I believe. Hello, Hollywood-Smith.
We'll check the order on
Such
that.
a character.
Brian Allard we saw earlier in that, so to speak, play and match that wasn't.
Let's bring in Mark Hollywood-Smith, such a character. Hello, Mark Hollywood-Smith.
Oh, how you doing,
What
Paul?
a finish. You had a 434 early in the qualifying. You threw a 150, 6 marks strong, including a strike.
Wow.
It was
came out of
Hollywood
nowhere.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, you were there cheering me on. Thank you, Paul.
How'd you get the nickname Hollywood, by the way, for those
yeah,
who don't
this
know?
guy Paul Grant all of a sudden
Never
came
heard
around.
of him. Never
Yeah.
heard. Facebook doesn't know him either.
No, doesn't. But we'll see what happens here.
So you got Scott Lapierre on your team and Brian
Scott
Allard?
and Brian Allen,
Yeah,
yep.
Brian Allard. Okay, good. Scott threw a 671 qualifier.
671,
So
just had a 140.
it's your time to carry him for a
So,
change, huh?
Yes, I just told him he wasn't beating me this string.
You're the current Maine Open State Championship winner.
Thank you, Paul.
You going to
Thanks
defend
for
it?
noticing,
Defend
yeah.
it this year?
Well, I'm going to try.
All right.
I'm still in it.
I'm going to see you in Newport, Maine, March 9th on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm bowling at 9.
9 o'clock and 2 o'clock, 10
Yep,
stringers.
yep, awesome.
All right. Good luck,
Sounds
Mark
good.
Hollywood-Smith.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Such a great guy.
All right. We do have Baker, Simino, and Zuffalato in, so I guess I was deceived by the fact that only the bottom third got cut here, so I was underestimating everyone's chances. We are underway right now. That's Brian Allard hitting the W leave and Sean Baker on lane number 5. Teams are correct as you see. Let's get it on.
Sean Baker, Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer, I believe, next time up. His wife, Kim Baker, new bride, will be nominating him. 1-3-7-10. Look at this leave for Brian Allard. Brutal.
Yeah, the lead, that leave is awful because you're just so liable to punch through pins.
Baker, what a shot. Flies right over the 7. Will not come down for a landing.
Incredible, the 2-5-10.
Recently, the number 2 seed in Candlepins for Cancer live show, old Jay Simino. Watch that on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. He gets a 10. Brian gets a 7.
It reminds me of that streak Corey Alisi was having for Team Academy 1 in that match against Academy 3 we broadcast live on Candlepin Bowling Network. That was just a case of Alisi making beautiful splits, just the wrong ones, the way the pins were.
So this is the quarterfinals now, right? And we're going to go quarterfinals?
Essentially, 8-4.
Yep, the semifinal.
Yep. Matches are not head-to-head. We're taking the bottom 4 of the entire field, all 8 teams that are bowling right now. I may want to angle this camera, but first this.
All right, Baker 2-2 split, 2-4, 6-10. Allard 4-1. Missed inside, 1 of the 9. Mark Hollywood Smith next ball by Scott Lapierre. 2 great bowlers from Maine. Scott has 5 Pro Series titles already. I talked to Mark in the interview. He won the Maine State Open last year for the first time. And I don't show my emotions. Mark Hollywood's in tears after that match. Took a long time to get that title. It's hard to get. Watch that. He was outstanding. Tons of strikes in that match. It's available on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. The Maine State Opens in 2023. Baker gets 2 10s to start. Bryant 7 and 8 start.
Bowlers do not have to strictly go in order. As long as you don't cut off the guy on your right, which Baker most certainly is not, they aren't head-to-head, and even then, it's just a matter of keeping the pace of play up.
Great opportunity. The 5-pin, the king for a spare. Could be a problem, though. Allard goes left, gets 3.
Usually the right-hand bowler goes before the left, but that is not strict. It's just the way the flow usually goes.
Baker, tough break.
Yeah. Too much wood in front, the double wood.
Allard, good bid. 8. Josh Gillies' team's been eliminated, we're told.
Someone in chat asked. There you go.
Sean Baker gets a 9, 29 through 3. Allard, object pin for a 9, 24 through 3.
I can't see the names in specifically Candlepin chat for some reason. It's a glitch in our system, but although I have a feeling it's our friend Greg from Australia, if I had to guess.
Mike Fromm, thanks for watching. Casey McCool is always hungry on the feed. We had a banana split earlier today, a 4-7, 6-10 lead a couple of times. Half Worcester for Baker to pick up. 1-string match, not head-to-head.
Allard was very good in that playoff match that wasn't.
That won't go either for Baker.
Had a 120 in that.
Seven.
I see you, Greg. I knew it was you.
There's a ball left, I believe.
Yeah, 1 ball remaining.
Hollywood Smith up next from Norway, Maine.
Now they're back to right-left progression.
Nice out 9 for Brian Allard, just 33 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
That's us on Facebook and YouTube.
Sean, 9, 38 through 4.
Look around right here.
Matt Susioff. Oh, what a try. Couldn't get to the 9. Got the parallel pins. Baker, good bid. Plays up the right side. 4-7 for a 10.
Everyone's still there. My connection faltered a bit, but I think we survived.
Allard 9, no marks, 42 half. Whew. Baker 9, 47 half. A full house, 2 10s, 3 9s.
Fun fact, I'm actually pushing this broadcast through my AT&T hotspot. Thank goodness it's an unlimited plan. I was affected by that AT&T downage. I don't know if you saw it in the headlines there, but
they've had trouble. They had trouble with some crash, I guess, a couple months ago. Affected the Wi-Fi here too.
You're talking about Lakeside. Yeah, that's right.
So I usually use the cell phone network, T-Mobile, when I'm doing live streams here.
Really appreciate Tim Lipke accommodating us here.
Oh, class act all the way. It's Hollywood time. Mark Hollywood Smith with a spread eagle.
At some point, I should go over teams to the field. First, Simino.
Jay Simino, 4-7, 9-10. Hollywood trying to get 3, does. Jay's got some interesting wood, 3 pieces to deal with. It missed, but it still went down.
Oh,
It
look
doubles,
at-
he got it! Wow!
So that's the 7-4, 9-10 for Simino.
Wow, unbelievable. And Hollywood, a great 10 of a spread eagle.
I mean, Jay was trying to spin the gears. Our former Candlepins for Cancer contestant was doing very well at just trying to lay the pin the right way and get it to spin. This is fine. Our video's fine.
Take it while you can. What a shot.
For certain.
That was a lazy spare, you could say.
Yeah. So, by the way, Tarigny Douglas and St. Cyr survived. We saw them earlier. Justin Kochi, Keith Beaupre, and Danny Harris are in. I'll go get to the rest later.
Three-quarter picket fence, 7-8-9. My goodness, for Smith. 17 through 1, the spare 7 for Jay Simino.
This would be outrageous.
This team's up 12 right now. Hollywood gets the 8.
1 more ball to go. We got
Eight,
Matt.
I meant the 8-pin, I'm sorry. Semino trying to send this one over, and this time the right side goes, the left does not. Funny game.
Yeah.
And great ping again. He had spread eagle 10 and 7, 8, 9.
He gave the biggest eye roll there. 4-10 made. How do you not get the rest?
Good bowling by Smith despite the circumstances. 19 through 2 in this one-string match. Not head-to-head. Semino 10, 27 through 2.
Susi, Matt Susi, Corey Packard, and Joey Lister. I have to specify Matt Susi, of course. Who do we have here?
James Humes.
James Humes,
Fred
yes.
Holbrook and Chris Merrill.
Chris Merrill is there, yep. Which means we had Ed Woodside, Troy Fournier, and that is Chris McDonough. We misreported that earlier, our apologies. And then that should be Mike Legender, I assume, still hanging in there after renewed life. Tim Susi and Jimbo Ayotte, your bowler of the year.
147 for Smith. Now look at this sleeve. He's got a 3/4 picket fence. He's got a plethora of wood. 5 pieces to work with. 8, 9, 10. And Sean Baker give him some consultation how to play this shot.
Baker, a former member of Team Lucky Strike, now Maria subs in the world. He's used to these conferences.
What a pickup that was for them.
And a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, he got that one.
This-
Domino's delivering again.
This is a string Semino's going to quite enjoy watching back, I think. That's now twice he's got the kinetic motion going perfectly.
37 the ball through 3. Smith a 9, 28 through 3. Team Freshies, Zappoletto up next. Team Lapierre. 14-pin lead plus a ball. The team on the left. Smith, another split. 6 right, 2, 4, 7 left. His wife Kim Kanga-Smith here in attendance. Semino on the nose, strike on Spear, 3 marks in a row. A perfect string, a perfect half so far.
And by that, we mean 10 or better. 10 or better each box.
47 through 3, 57 plus 2 through 4. He's taking advantage of those friendly bounces. Smith takes an 8, 36 through 4.
Getting some reports are lag. My metrics are looking good right here. If that persists, we'll figure it out, but hoping the stream is good for just about everyone. We're recording either way, so you will get a high-quality broadcast one way or another.
In high definition, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, closing on 1,000 videos next week or two. Always free, never a charge. Smith, no split this time. 6-10 opportunity. Semino missed right. 1-2-7, right side, 6-10. First ball on the strike.
Smith's best look on the head pin right here. He's 4 for 5 on the head pin and would love to take advantage of this 6-10.
Smith for a spare. He got it.
Yes. Quintessential Candlepin. Hang in there. Keep on the head pin. Keep taking advantage.
Semino, will that one go? Oh, took a wrong turn. That would have been something.
Good count on the strike.
Smith 46 half plus 1. That's their only mark in 10 boxes for the team. Semino missed for a 9. 66 through 4, 9 in the box, 75 half.
Oh, big time.
The current Candlepin Cancer Open Ladder champion. And Nick Freshy Zappoletto.
He might have a different middle name. But Freshy, the freshman forever.
He's a character.
And great organizer of the Pro Series, along with Nate Lees and Dave Barber. And significant others who pitch in significant effort.
Yeah, Ali Barber, Lori Lewis, and others. Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine. 5-time Pro Series winner as a high single 207. It's available on YouTube. 478. Fierce competitor. Freshy on the nose, 7. 6, 9, 10 triangle, about a 45% going rate without wood for Class A bowlers. All stats provided by Candlepin Bowling Network. Lapierre for a spare. He got it. Who needs the wood?
Clean.
2 marks more for his team. They need marks. Freshy. He got a spare.
10 in the ball as well. Bowlers have their quirks. Zuffalato's off camera here is that he has a towel or a small cloth that he puts on the back of the approach, just a foot in front of the back of it. And that helps him get set, I assume.
132.98, 34-pin lead for Team Freshy on the left.
He's standing on it right now.
Look at this, spread eagle, 14 through 1 for Scott Lapierre. His mother here in attendance, his son Benjamin, 12 years young. Bowls a lot. Freshie 5 in his spare, 15 through 1. Scott, what a try! Like Winchell, John Winchell last string, and he will not get it that close.
You were hit. You were tipping. What do you
Unbelievable.
want?
Another 1/10 of a mile per hour on that ball, that would have gone. Still shaking his boots. That would have been something. About a 1% success rate without wood.
Yeah.
And he gets to 10, 24 through 2.
And this is a really good string from LaPierre, who is very dangerous. Very mild-mannered man, but is very destructive at the other end of the lane.
Freshie 8, 23 through 2. Sky had a 671 qualifier. I believe that led the pack.
Great to see more main events, including those at Sanford and Augusta. Really gets the whole width of New England. Maybe one day we'll have the money to go to Canada more often.
We'll be at the Big 20 this week also with the Candlepins for Cancer Any Doubles Tournament starting this Wednesday, Thursday, wrapping up Saturday and Sunday. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com to register.
That's a lofty goal, I realize, but still.
53 teams signed up so far. Walk-ins are allowed.
Mike, yes, you did hear Harris, Beaupre, and Kochi. That is a team, and yes, I do expect them to go make a lot of noise.
Scott, the 3-1 split. It's the object pin, the 3.
By the way, Kochi is a 61 half, and Beaupre 65 and 2.
Freshie, same spot on the 2-2 split.
Corey Packard 76 in a ball at the half.
No surprise there from Sutton, Massachusetts.
Recent ICC champion the year before last.
And Hall of Fame eligible as well. Lapierre 8, 32 through 3. Freshie, same thing again. You could say he's on the head pin 3 times in a row. 6, 29 through 3, despite the spare 5 start.
Yep. Zuffalato is an extraordinary accomplishment. He has actually made the past 2 years finals of the 3-man random draw teams. He lost in 2022 and won in 2023. He actually partnered with Sean Baker, so he's actually got that teammate back. He had Jeff Walsh as his third teammate then. This time it's Jay Simino, of course.
Freshie with a banana split. Casey McCool's favorite shot. Lapierre has a good chance with the kingpin, the 5. Wood in front. Should be a slam dunk.
And interestingly, it was Zuffalato and Walsh who both lost in 22 and won in 23.
Spare. 42 in the ball through 4.
LaPierre 4 on headpins.
Freshie's got that wood behind the 6-10 angled possibly into that left side.
I'm worried, Paul. I think it's going to shoot behind into the pit unless Zuffalato can really finesse this one.
Let's go far right on that 6 pin. And didn't get the initial object hit. The wood carried it, but couldn't get to the west coast.
It looks like a good spot to me, though. Pins disagreed, of course. That's all that matters.
Stephen Mumm, thanks for watching again. Freshie will get an 8 on the doink. The skee ball shot, I call it, right over, going with a 50 spot. Bounced over it, didn't go. 8, 37 through 4.
Freshie's got the first ball solved at least. LaPierre shoots.
Second spare 4 for Scott this half, 46 through 4.
Bad time to lose the range on the head pin, but still working a good half.
They got 1 spare in the board to none right now in their favor.
Holy smokes, Aaron St. Cyr has an 82 half.
No surprise, they've going so well lately.
Lately, as in just a string ago.
Literally. Scott, good try. Wood spins behind the 5. 56 the half. Freshie half Worcester. Hate that shot. And that's another reason why. The 1-5 half Worcester that time. 4-2 split. Scott gets the 10, 56 half. They're below the minimum as a team. Freshie, tough 6, 43 half with that spare 5 start. Update from Greg Gouillart.
Thank you very much. You see 165 and 144. Remember, this is not a head-to-head match. This is an elimination. 8 teams are in action right now, just like the 2 you've seen here. And it's going to go down to 4. That's the top 4 scores advance. Please, folks, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to hit the like button if you haven't already, just hit that thumbs up button on the video as you're watching. It'll really help out and help other people to see this great marquee event in the professional calendar, the Candlepin Pro Series.
Hit that subscribe button, that bell also on your screen. The Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. 7-10 split for Brian Allett. Here's Sean Baker. Beautiful ball. Thin hit crossing over 5. Looked a lot better than that, didn't it?
Maybe crossed over, but
Allett, nothing there to show for it.
not a bad crack at it. It could have carried. Ball carries through. I think the wood was just positioned wrong.
Baker punched out the half Worcester.
Also luckless. Now he's got to pin this out.
Field goal for Allard, 8, no marks, 53, 7, 54 through 6, looking for his first mark. Jay Simino, 75 half for his team, though.
As with past years, the bowling rotation is always a bottom 12 bowler, then a middle 12 bowler, and a top 12 bowler. That is, of course,
Okay. Baker for a spare. Got the horses, not the 10.
another glitch.
What a treat to watch him. Al gets a 9, 59 through 7.
Cell towers, don't fail me now.
Baker gets the 10, 64 through 7 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week. Academy 3, Academy 2. Last year's champion, Academy 2 hosts Academy 3, 7:30 start time live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. This Friday, March 1st, 2024. Right now, looking for a mark. Miss left, 1, 3, 6, 10, 4 horsemen right. Oops. Sean Baker. He gets 4.
Nope, I have no service at the moment. 1 second. Keep talking, Paul. We'll get this.
Allard trying to get a spare. All but number 1. Are you hardwired in?
Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Sorry. There's no way to.
Okay. Baker still looking for his first mark in this one-string match, and just missed. Again, everything but the head pin for him. Brian 9, 68 through 8. Baker 9, 73 through 8. Both struggling here in the quarterfinals. Jay Stimon and Mark Hollywood Smith up next for their respective teams. Allard 6, 9, 10. Baker, beautiful ball for a strike. He got it. The 5 nudges down on the board. 83 plus 2 in the 9th. Allard again missed the head pin. 1, 2, 4.
Okay. All right.
Nice 10, 78 through 9. Team Baker's team, Freshy's team, with Jay Simmer had the lead by 31. 1 spare for each side. Crossing over, double strike, wow, bang! No marks in 7 and 8 boxes, no problem. Double strike in the 9th and 10th. Sean Baker, the strike maker.
He just has a certain knack for that. How about that?
On the board is Brian Allard, the 10th, his first mark, 88 in the ball. For a triple? The good 5, a 25 in that first box, 98. Goes from 73 through 8 to 98 through 9, the power of the double strike. Allard 7 in the field, 95, disappointing string.
And it's even Baker who still acknowledges that this is a game of spares and tens mostly, and yet, despite that, maybe it's the humility that powers him.
It's about a 120 bowler nowadays. And he gets 217 in the second double strike box. How about 73 through 8? Ends up with a 115 one-string performance. That's how you do it, folks. Make something out of nothing. He sure did.
346 was the cut that was required to get into this round. Of course, with the top 8 teams, that bar might rise, but it does give the team you see highlighted in blue a fighting chance here.
They're up 36 minus a ball from Mark Hollywood Smith here on lane 6.
Both the main bowlers, that is he and LaPierre, are 4 for 5 on the head pin.
Just 3, though. That got away. 49 half. Shakes his head.
Great time to mention that, I guess.
Jay Simino, 75 half. Had a couple lucky breaks, you could say. And got a strike. 75 coming in. Smith, 3-2 split with the ball to go. Semino for the check mark, couldn't uncheck it, leaves up to 5.
Got a reaction from Baker. He's watching on with great interest. Sean Baker, previous champion of this event.
Smith, good try, nice out. He'll take a 9, 58 through 6. 9 for Semino, Jay's at 84 through 6. Kevin Burns getting scores for us. Try to give you an update as soon as we can. Semifinals and finals to follow next on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition.
Greg Holbrook still in.
Smith, 4 left, 6 right.
He, Lyonnaise, and Lou Gacharna, that is JT Lyonnaise and Lou Gacharna, won the event 2 years ago.
Semino's strike, the 10 goes last. His second strike, 94 plus 2 in the 7th. Smith, impossible leave, good try. Smith 9, 67 through 7. Let's get an update from Kevin Burns. Kevin.
Justin's coaching just threw a 130. 15.
You can say it again, Kevin, you cut off there.
Okay, so Justin Cucci threw a 130.
Justin Coachy 130, okay?
Yeah, Baker 115, Brian 95, JJ with a 112. So far right now the highest score that I see is a 136.
Who got the 136?
Troy.
Troy Fournier out of Pub Balls and Concord. What a bowl he's his. Just a regular league bowl. Now he's doing the pro tour now, and the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Was in the Candlepins for Cancer Top 5 live show as number 3 seed. Smith up the wall, got it. 77 to the ball through 8.
Semino nearly had more kinetic
So
magic
I'll
as
be
the pins
back.
get
I'm
tumbling.
going to get more scores, and
Sorry, Kevin, say it again.
I said I'll be back. And
Okay, thank you.
That's on me. Kevin doesn't have a headset. He had no chance to not interrupt me.
It's okay. Semino got it. Ooh. Almost. No, I thought he had it.
And the ball rolling on the pin plate. I tell you, he's getting the ball moving.
That's good news for Mark Hollywood Smith's team. 9 in the strike, though, 103 through 7.
Yep.
9 in the box, 112 through 8. 7 boxes to go in this one-string match, the quarterfinals. Not head-to-head. 8 teams in it, top 4 advance.
Semino's only missed 1 head pin in the string. A lot of good head pin accuracy, as you'd expect from these top-tier bowlers.
Mark had 6 marks to go, including a strike in the 5th final qualifying round. Got a 150 to get him in.
For those of you newer to the game, in the scope of scoring, 120 is a pro-tier score, and even these 110-ish scores that you see here are not too shabby.
Tough time for a 2-1 split. 3-6 right, 7 left, 84 through 8. Semino for another strike. A wiggle on the floor, holds up.
Thanks for nothing.
He has 2 already. Smith, oh, what a try. Sliced and diced it, but it ran out of room. Pumped the brakes on. 4 strikes with Team Semino, Baker and Freshie. Another spare, 122 in the ball in the 9th. Looking good to advance to the semifinals. Pending other action, Smith 10, 94 through 9.
Smith pinning very well.
A lot of splits. How many splits do you have?
6 splits on 7 head pin hits. Only 2 head pin misses for Mark Smith. LaPierre's only missed 1 head pin. He's actually converted every single good leave he's had on the head pin.
6 boxes to go. Who will be in the semifinals? Will be alive all the way through, including the finals and the interview for the winning team. Hollywood Smith. Beautiful ball for a strike, 9. 4 pin left up. Jay Semino on the bonus, just missed right. 1, 2, 8, right side, 6-10. 5 is the bonus, 127 through 9. Smith needs it. Right on it. 104 on the ball. Semino missed inside.
It was good of Smith to get that mark, as you say, Paul. Now LaPierre does have a chance to start stacking some marks up with more consistent head pin hits.
Corey Pacador, right, just got a 140 string with Team Lister. Joey's at 63 through 5. Semino only a 6. Nice string though, 133. They're at 248 for their first 2 bowlers combined. Completed strings, that is. Smith only 4 that time. 108. quarterfinal string.
Number 346 was the cut for the last round, and that was when 12 teams remained in the top 8.
So Scott Lapierre at 56-5, not on a mark, will need a monster finish. I've seen him throw 100 halves before. Very capable of doing it.
Someone was talking about Team Danny Harris, and they might actually go 400 for the series.
Keith Beaupre, the Tsunami, wearing the Tsunami shirt, 147. Justin Kochi, okay, Kochi, 130. Good for him.
Okay.
And
It's an inside.
64-6 for Danny Harris.
It's an inside joke.
What was that joke? I missed it.
Just the okay meme.
Oh, yeah.
that
He used to just say okay all the time on post on Facebook. That's how it kind of started.
Josh Daly and Charlie Collins were riffing on it.
All right, back to our live coverage in lanes 5 and 6 here at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire, on Candlepin Bowling Network. Scott Lapierre trying to finish strong. Has a chance. 3-6 remain for a spare. Freshie on the head pin, check mark. Minus the 5 now, minus the 6. Maybe the 10, that holds up. So it's the 3-7-10, the Matt Harnett shot, I call it. Lapierre spare, needed that one, 66 in the ball, through 6.
I do see 2 low scores out of lanes 9 and 10, so that does bode well for everyone else, including the 2 teams we see here.
Trying to kick it over with the wood. He got it! A spinning spare for Freshie. Second mark of the string and a spare 5 in the first. 53 in the ball through 6.
And he's been running into split luck right now, but that's Sean Baker encouraging his randomly drawn teammate, I stress. But Baker's definitely someone you want in your corner no matter what the circumstance.
Scott Sperry breaks up the 4-pin, got rid of the split, 3-6-10, chance for another one, 73 through 6.
It's probably no accident that Baker's a previous champion, as is Zuffalato on that team.
Spread eagle on this fill, 57 through 6, so 2 marks below the minimum.
I said it before, but Jeff Walsh was the third on that.
Scott, another spare, back to back. 83 in the ball through 7. 3 marks in his last 4.
They vanquished Ed Woodside. It was Ed Woodside, Nick Zuffel. No, sorry. Josh Daly, who was the third. Gregory, forgot.
2-4-7, 3 to the right
Oh.
for Freshie.
Dave Barber, of course. He was implicated in that dramatic ending where Sean Baker got that 7 fill.
Freshie 7, 64 through 7. Scott could use a strike here on the second spare in a row. Looks good up the wall. It is 9. Pushes to 7, holds up. 92 through 7. Here comes Lapierre. Not related to Jeff Lapierre or Jerry Lapierre. Freshie steals 8, 1 to 7. Lapierre for 3 spares in a row. Yes. Big time bowler, 102 in the ball through 8.
Oh, I hit the wrong key. There we go.
Gives his team a chance still.
That's the correct score. Excuse me.
Chris Merrill finished up with a 123 off to our right. Freshie spare, 74 in the ball through 8. They're looking good to advance to the semifinals.
Isn't it interesting? One of the rare times he gets one of his better leads. Take advantage. That's what you got to do. The luck average is out in this game. So they say.
Joey listed to our right is at 110 through 9 with Corey Packard and Matt Nickel. Matt Susi. It's a strike for Scott Lapierre.
4 straight.
Huge. 112 through, is it 122 now?
Yep, 122.
112 through 8, 122 plus 2 in the 9th. Here he goes again. Freshie 3-1 split, decent wood, 2-4-7-10 on a spare, 80 through 8. With
got a 368 and a 376 to our left, so that looks north of these scores. I think they still have a chance.
Freshie, nice try, can't quite get to the 10. Heck of a bid. Scott on a strike after 3 spares for double, 8. 4 in the 7, feeling it here at Lakeside Lanes. Freshie got it, bounced into it for a 10, 90 through 9. Scott, spare, on strike, 5 in a row, 132 through 9, 142 in a ball, the 10th, carrying his team on his back.
I think this is going to bode well for, actually, this may now be a head-to-head if I'm understanding correctly. We'll see.
Freshie has 98 now, those 8 down. Lapierre in the bonus, 6 more. What a finish. He had a 56 half coming in, a 148 quarterfinal string for Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine.
So yes, Freshie does have a box in hand.
Missed right.
So that puts him behind, actually. So
I told you, Scott, I've seen do 100 halves. He had a 92 half. Amazing. Freshie gets the 10, 100 string. We'll get an update as soon as we can, let you know who's in the Final Four.
I predict that right now, I believe Lapierre's team has made it, and Zuffalato has actually ended up on the wrong side of the line. I believe I saw 2 bad scores there, and then 3 higher than this.
Let's try to get Kevin Burns real quick.
I think that's what you'll find. We'll have the next 4 teams in just a moment.
Kevin, do you know the top 4 scores right now?
351.
Anthony Karen.
351.
Anthony Karen's here. Anthony?
351 is the cut.
351 is the cut.
That's it, Lapierre. That's Team Lapierre. Thank you, Anthony.
Scott's team, 351. Thanks to Scott Lapierre, 351. They're in the semifinals.
Isn't that extraordinary? I said over and over, well, it's not quite head-to-head. It's not quite head-to-head. That's one side of the cut and the other.
That's why you never give up.
Lapierre 148, including a 7 mark and a perfect back half mark-wise.
And Mark Hollywood Smith had, what, 6 splits you said? And 10, 6 head?
That's
6
right. One he
splits?
converted for a spare. And Jay Simino's 5-mark performance will be left by the wayside as well. Baker's double strike gone by the wayside. Extraordinary bowling. There can only be one champion.
Let's talk to Scott Lapierre. Scott, I was telling Greg, I've seen you throw 100 halves many times before. Your team was dead and buried, and you come back with a clutch 92 half, 5 marks in a row. Mark Hollywood Smith got 6 marks in a row earlier to get in and random draw to your team.
Yeah, I think we might have made it.
You did. 351's the cut.
Oh, my God.
That's what we project,
That's
yep.
awesome. I wasn't thinking we were going to make it, but I knew, hey, you never give up. Right down to the last ball, you just keep it going.
Look at your 6th Pro Series title today.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, you're in the Final Four. Congratulations.
Thanks,
3-letter
buddy.
word.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's go.
Kevin.
Advancing is Matt Susie, Corey Packard, and Joey Lister with a 356. J.J. Truly.
Trigny, yep.
Scott and Aaron.
Scott Douglas.
Scott Douglas and Aaron St. Cyr with the 368. With the 354, Brian, Mark, and Scott, since we just interviewed Scott. Justin Crucci, Keith Bropri, and Danny Harris with the 376.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Kevin Burns.
Suspended animation, of course. The scores are being calculated and confirmed. We do project that Team Lapierre has made it.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
And Team Zuffalato has cruelly just missed the cut. This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Greg Gouillart, that's Paul Grant, and alongside reporting is Kevin Burns. Please do like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube so that you're always in the know about our latest bowling content.
351 or better.
It is confirmed.
Made it into this round. You were in the money. Please come up and draw the next
Well, Caroline Donovan, hope you're feeling better.
7, 8, 9, 10, and then the finals will be on 5 and 6.
Our projection is confirmed as reported.
Cal, hope to see you at the Big 20 next week. Hope you're feeling better. Stop by Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let me know how you're doing after the massive car accident you're in. I'm glad you're healthy, getting healthier. Great bowler in Maine coming up the ranks. Hopefully I'll see you March 9th in Newport, Maine, Caroline Donovan, 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Bowls are the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. Home of this week's Big 20 roll-offs for Candlepins for Cancer. Any doubles?
Yep.
Candlepins number 4, cancer.com to register. $60 a person, $120 a team, 2 men or 2 women, 1 man.
Paul, we have a
1 woman.
crossroads right here. It's going to be 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 because 5 and 6 will be used for the finals and lanes are never repeated.
All right.
We have a game call to make, I think, right here. Who do we want to cover?
Let's see. We got Corey Packard to our. We have Corey Packard over here.
Uh-huh.
Let's see who we got. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a game time decision. Let's see.
I got a coin in my pocket. A worst case scenario.
Let's see. What lanes are they on now?
3 and 4 and 7 and 8. No, sorry, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, that does pigeonholes into 7, 8. So let's cover 7.
7 and 8. Yeah, that's more logistically makes sense for us.
Yep. Ignore this. This is not the actual feed. This is.
You can't move the camera down there, can you? Either you won't reach over there, the camera.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll keep our spot here.
I hope to have that upgraded capability. All right.
So Mark Hollywood Smith will go out again,
We
huh?
still got I'm riding everybody's coattails, whoever I can. You got Tim Matero. Is he still out there?
Tim Mateo bailing you out for the Maine State doubles record.
Chris Merrill. I mean, whoever. It don't matter.
Who's going to bail you out this time?
Right now, I'm going to bail myself out.
That's
Paul.
going to say good
We're
words.
gonna
Good
go
words.
get it,
good
baby.
words. All right. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. See you around.
Mark Hollywood Smith. He stars and strikes 14-lane facility. Russ Neely Jr. and Jody Neely. Great owners there. Class acts all the way. I'll be there for the Maine State Opens Championship there, end of April, the last weekend of April, Saturday and Sunday, on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. APH weekend before at Archie Strike and Spare in Parsonsfield, Maine, the third week of April, Saturday and Sunday. All right, let's get underway here now. So we have Brian Allard, Mark Hollywood Smith, Scott Lapierre again, Dr. Seuss, Matt Susie, Corey Peckett, the Freight Train, Joey Lister, and Brian Allard after a bad string, a strike. That's how you do it. Put it behind you. What do you have, a 95 string last time? I think it was, Scott?
Sub 100 for certain.
Yep, and he got a strike to start. Good feeling. Matt Susie, dangerous bowler out of Leader Lanes, Nash, New Hampshire. Half Worcester coming back. And the 5 won't cooperate to go to the 8 and 7. What a start for Brian Allard. It's going to be a good feeling. Scott Lapierre, stunning 5 marks in a row to get barely into the semifinals. Susie, nice 10.
Susie, we saw in a recent Friday Night Pro League coverage with Team Academy 1.
One string match.
I had the pleasure of covering that team several times over, and they are a good bunch of fighters, captained by Justin Scally, holding themselves well in the standings.
So some of those Baker's team didn't make it, I guess, huh?
That's right. They fell on the wrong side of the cut, just.
That's right. They bowled so well all day, those guys. It happens, though. Allard 6 in the first ball, tough leave.
And with it, 2 of the previous champions go.
Gave the wood a try, 8 in the fill, 18 through 1. This one-string semi-match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Matt Susie looking at the 179, wood behind to possibly help. He doinked it, missed the object pin.
So we will have new champions in this event.
Susie, 7. Kevin Burns will give us an update on the other match with J.J. Trigney and Justin Kochi bowling side by side throughout the string. After each 5 boxes, Kevin will get an update from the teams, if we could, please. Thank you. Matt Susie, 7, 17 through 2. Brian Allard, 26 through 2.
Yeah.
Just 4. Greg.
We can see the scoreboards as well, but I'll still let Kevin Burns do the official updates on that. Maybe if it gets to crunch time, I might get ahead of myself, but really appreciate having Kevin's help.
Susie, nice ball, but splits 3 and 1. 3, 6, 10, 7 left. 4 for Brian, 4 more.
Justin Kochi on lane 9 and J.J. Trigney on lane 10 as we speak right now.
So as I can see, they're both at 19 through 2, if I can see it right from here.
Yes.
Susie trying to kick it over, just missed right.
Look at that
Wood
pin.
bounces back. Pinball Wizard.
Pinball was a movie title recently, I just learned. I am such an ignoramus when it comes to Hollywood.
It was a song by The Who also.
However does he do it? I don't know.
8, 25 through 3. Brian 9, 35 through 3. Again, not head to head. It's the top 2 advanced to the finals. It's the semifinals. So it's elimination style. Elimination means top scores advance. Knockouts are head to head. This is elimination.
Right, knockout would be a bracket, which will be the case when we go to Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts for the next event.
And when is that for our viewing audience? March 18th, I believe it is, right around there.
I didn't write it down, silly me.
That week. Not sure what day that is. March 24th, maybe? I don't know. 17th.
It's a great split conversion by Kochi over there, 2-5-10.
Oh, nice try by Allard. Susie dealing with the half Worcester again. Good second ball, just missed the 5. What a try.
Good sticks, though. Those might matter.
Battling injuries all year. He's getting better and better lately, though. Punched out a lot Friday night.
Former Atlantic Candlepin singles tour champion.
Yes, beat Justin Waters, World, and Justin won it this past year. Susie 9, 34 through 4. Allard 9, 44 through 4. So not head to head, but it's 10 pin they lead. Doesn't guarantee they'll get in, obviously. Allard 5, Horseman plus the 8 behind the 2. Matt Susie slams the pocket, 9 again. Well, 9 I should say.
Yep, it is best 9 drop. We are used to explosive bowling. Oh, that was interesting. I think Kochi lost a pin by resetting too soon.
What a shot for Alec. Sorry, Greg. What a shot for Alec. Spare. A different string from last time. Angle piece of wood. One to the right of the 5 behind the front wood. Can he get it? He does. On the board, 44.5 plus 1. Brian Allard, 54.5 plus 1.
In spite of the unconvincing pin action, it was a perfect placement from Susie. Simple as that.
Hall of Fame eligible Corey Packard on lane 7. Mark Hollywood Smith from Norway, Maine on lane 8.
So right now,
Corey from Sutton, Mass. Greg.
Yeah, there's basically nothing in it right now. We're in a horse race. All second bowlers are up right now. Corey Packard and Mark Smith we see here. Keith Beaupre and Scott Douglas to our right on lanes 9 and 10.
Current Maine State Open Championship, Mark Hollywood Smith out of Stars and Strikes, South Paris, Maine. Bowls in the Thursday Night League there. Fierce competitor still in his mid-50s. 1, 3, 6, 7 left. Corey Packard, beautiful ball, 9. 6 pin left up for a spare. Smith trying to kick it over. Object pin won't carry. Wraps around the 3. 7 left. Packard clean shot for a spare. Yes. 10 on the ball. Justin Kochi at a 53.5. I can see from here. Smith, 9. To start his one-string semifinal elimination match.
This is the Pro Series, relatively monthly events of different formats that take place across lanes all across New England, including in the state of Maine this year, which is great to see, including Mark Smith, of course.
Smith for a strike, 9. 8 pin left up, wood to help.
Pro Series points are awarded largely for individual and even these team events, and it's these points that determine the playoffs at end of year. 24 advance, top 8 get a bye.
Packard knocks down 7. Wood twirls around in front of the 4. Could help possibly, not easy. 5-9 to the right. Smith spare. 19 of the ball through 2. Wipes his brow. Corey, a clutch bowler year in and year out. Oh, he got it! Wow, what a shot for a spare! Corey Packard back to back. 27 the ball through 2.
That's one we're going to enjoy watching back again and again.
Magnifico.
4-5-9. Pro Series top 8 at the current moment, and Pro Series standings points: Tim Douglas, Joey Lister, Aaron St. Cyr, Craig Holbrook, Chris Merrill, Jim Ayotte, John Winchell, and Nick Norcross.
Spread eagle ouch on the spare, 23 through 2. Split 6 times last match in the quarterfinals. But thanks to Scott Lapia's heroics, 5 marks and 92 half, they squeak into the semifinals and now get cashed. Top 4 get paid. So all bowlers getting some money here today. The winning team will split $1,500, $500 for each bowler. Package 6 in the spare, 33 through 2. Smith, good crack at the eagle.
Lakeside Lanes is quintessential Candlepin. You don't get your pins just because you look good. You know, you got to get a perfect ball, perfect angle to get those spares to go.
Could Corey get this one for 3 in a row? Knew it right away.
Wasn't far off, I suppose.
Smith, nice 10 on the spread eagle. 1 in 5 they go for 10 boxes. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. 10, 33 through 3. Corey, good pinning, 9. 42 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Fantastic crowd accumulating across our Facebook and YouTube streams. Thank you so much. Thanks for bearing in there while we got occasional internet drop issues. I ain't superstitious, but here's hoping they hold up, because we've got a thrilling semifinal to conclude here, and then the finals coming on up. Top 2 teams advance, though if there is a tie, those teams will carry over. So if there's a tie for, like we saw at Bowl-O-Rama Sanford, we could have another fast-paced final, which would come full circle with the rapid-paced 3-way play-in match we saw earlier.
Packard with the clip wing eagle. Smith 4-2 split. Chops up the 3-9. 1-4-7, 6 right. Again, not head-to-head necessarily. It's top 4 teams here now, 2 advanced to the finals. Corey, 3 right, 2, 4, 7 left. Smith trying to get at least 2 or 3. Gets none for a 6.
Ooh.
39 through 4. including that spare 4 in the second.
Not the end all be all. We saw that with Justin Kochi, who started his play-in string with 6 boxes. Of course, the play-on in match that wasn't, but still thrilling bowling, and we saw how that eventually turned into a 1-pin victory.
Corey takes 2 for an 850 through 4 in this one-string semifinal, 3-man team random draw. Series.
It's that play-in match at our first broadcast was probably the greatest match of no importance I have ever seen. Honestly, it's entertaining bowling, even though it mattered for nothing.
Right down to the last ball. Smith, 1, 2, 7, 8. Corey Packard missed right, 3 in the 9. Class act. On and off the lanes. Smith, good try. Can't get to the 2 now. Trying to get to 49 through 5. Lead up bowler Brian Allen has a spare next, 54 in the ball after Scott Lapierre, the ankle bowler. Corey Packard trying to work out of it as a banana split. Case McCool, there it is for you. Love friendly's banana splits.
The 4, 6, 7, 10. Sometimes called the double pinochle. Some will use the 10-pin term of Big 4.
Mike Fromm teasing Case McCool in the stream also. It's Corey a 7.
Pinochle is such a nonsense game. Why do the Jack of Diamonds and Queen of Spades matter so much?
57 after Corey Packard. Banana split sounds good and it tastes good too. The freight train, Joey Lister's mother here watching, family watching. Scott Lapierre's mother and son here watching as well.
I was watching the Outrun the Bear TikTok, actually the Candlepin Bowling TikTok, sorry. I'm getting the Finn and Fraser media empire of Candlepin confused in my head. But they were doing a video on leaves as well, and I learned that the 2-8 is called double pins. I mean, double wouldn't make sense here because that'd be prone pins. But, you know, stuff like that. Check that out. Candlepin Bowling on TikTok.
Lapierre can't connect. Lister on the diamond. Chomps out 1 to 5. We'll get an update from Kevin Burns after this first half, the other match.
Yeah.
With Danny Harris now bowling on a spare to start.
I think it's slow going in the early going right now. I mean,
Lister gets to 10 to go. 9 for Scott Lapierre.
Torigny and Douglas are probably doing best at the current moment, but only just, probably by a mark's worth. So even though we're mired in quicksand right here and the pins are starting to have their way with these bowlers, and fatigue might be getting to them, I think we're in for a good one. It's a split here for Lapierre. He's got the 2 or Lister. Did he get that kingpin to go? No. To complete my thought, Lapierre at a 2, 4, 6, 10. Sorry, Paul.
It's okay. Let's check with Kevin Burns. The score. We'll get that update in about 2 or 3 minutes or so, maybe 5 minutes.
Got a lot of numbers to track, to be fair.
Lister gets the spare. Scott was the only object pin, didn't carry. Joey perfect so far, 10 in the spare. His girlfriend Courtney watching, always does good when she shows up, most of the time. He's only lost 1 match in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. I streamed his last match with John Winchell, a good one, on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. He's number 2 seed behind John Winchell in Class A Northern Conference.
I love it when my wife watches me bowl, although no amount of good luck charm from her can make me a better bowler, though.
Scott, 17 through 2, trying to get a mark here. He had a 46.5 in the quarterfinals. Ended up with a 92 second half. 148. Lister 9, 29 through 2.
Rev for rev, 2 of the greatest bowlers and getting ball revolutions, I mean to say.
Scott looking at the 8. Wood could be a problem. Can he get around it or will he use it? Right at it. Who needs the wood? Lister back-to-back spare. Scott 27 in the ball through 3. Lister 39 in the ball through 3. It's the Courtney effect. Gets a kick out of that.
It was Brian Kroll who was mentioning on a prior broadcast some time ago where he was saying ball revs are everything in this game. One of the biggest, most important things anyway.
I was teasing Courtney. What do you see in Joey? All kidding aside, of course. Joey's a great guy. As he knocks down 8, got a break. 3 rolls into 10, and a chance for 3 in a row. 47 through 3 in this one-string semifinal match. A banana split for Scott Lapierre on his spare. 33 through 3. Trying to muster it over. Oh, just about.
I mean, making the 4, 6, 7 is extraordinary in itself.
Joey could use that wood. I always say go for the pins. Use the wood, though, and he got it. Anyway, they fall. 3 in a row. 57 the ball through 4. Wow. Scott 10, 43 through 4.
I forgot to mention, but Danny Harris is on lane 9 and Aaron St. Cyr on lane 10.
This match is 12 pins right now, 2 marks to 1 for Team Lister on the left. It's not head-to-head, though. We'll get update in a couple minutes from Kevin Burns as I complete their half over there on the right. Lapierre 3-6-10, spare chance. Lister for 4 in a row, maybe now. 3 in the 6. Another fill of 8. 65 through 4.
That's right, Paul. Fills of 9, 8, and 8.
And the average pro is 6.5, strikes 8.3. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Lapierre, spare. Lister, he got it. Perfect half, 10, 4 spares. 75 and a ball through 5.
Stellar bowling from these anchor bowlers. You can tell why they've made the semifinals here. Both 5 for 5.
Scott, 53 and a ball through 5. Halfway through this semifinal match.
3-man random draw teams, 36 qualified and split into 3 rungs of 12, and then the teams randomly assigned 1 top 12, 1 middle 12, and 1 bottom 12 bowler, so-called, even though, of course, they're all qualifiers, so it's bottom, middle, top, so the Brian Allard and Matt Soucy you see here in that rung.
Brian Allard's on a spare, 54 and a ball. 2 spares for each side. Allard missed right, 5. 59 half. Matt Soucy, 44 and a ball. Crushes the pocket, a setback shot. 7, 51 half. We'll get an update from Kevin Burns after this box. Oh, what a try for Brian. Just missed the 4. Soucy, oh, what a try. Update from Kevin Burns.
Justin, Keith, and Danny are at 248.
Justin Coachy, Keith Beaupre.
And Danny Harris are at 248.
Okay.
JJ Scott and Aaron St. Cyr are all working on March, going to the 5th.
And what do they have for a score?
JJ's at 48 plus, Scott has a 57 plus, and Aaron is 45 plus.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. All right, Brian 10, 69 through 6. Matt Soucy, 9 box, 60 through 6. Allard, spread eagle, throwing the 9. Soucy crossing over, a check mark. 5 middle, 3, 6, 10 right.
Had that whirling dervish in the back, but that didn't take out anything. Could have simplified this check mark leave.
Allard chops up the 4, brutal, 6 standing, the ball to go.
It really functions like a triangle because there is wood for Soucy.
Just missed left, not by much.
Yeah.
And look at this, object pin for a tough 5. 74 through 7 for Brian Allard. Soucy missed left for a 7. 67 through 7. Who will be the final 2?
It may well be these 2 teams, possibly. It's close.
We'll keep you here live all the way through on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
That half from Joey Lister may very well be a big factor in determining that.
He's at 75 in the ball. When he comes up next, the anchor bowler. Allard mini split 2-7. Wood to help. Soucy off to the right, just 4.
JJ Turigny starting to come alive on lane 10, 92 in a ball through 8. He's thrilled with that spare on strike.
Allard missed left.
Dismayed by that. He had that big strike to start the string. He's trying to keep up that pace.
Soucy hooked right. He's got parallel pins plus the 4 to the left, 5 standing. Allard 9, 83 through 8 in this 1-string semifinal elimination round, Pro Series playoffs. Matt 8, 75 through 8.
It's a good out from Soucy. I worry these pins are starting to get away from these top of the lineup bowlers.
If there's a tie,
if there's a tie,
1-string roll off, right?
No, if there's a tie, it will carry over because we have to cut down to 2. But if there's a tie, then we may well have a 3-way final. It's exactly what happened in Bowl-O-Rama Sanford as well. Now, if it happens in the final, I do believe they have to tie break that.
Yes.
With a 1-string roll off.
Justin Coachy in trouble over here to our right. His tough box he's working on now. Soucy, reverse triangle.
Oh, my.
Wow.
He looks skyward at that.
4-8-5 left to right, 8 and back. 4 left, 5 right. Brian Al with the wood, only got the 5.
Too much curtain back there, I guess.
Susi, good effort.
Best you can do.
It is object. Ulster Academy won the Friday Night Pro League. Brian gets an 8, 91 through 9. Matt, 9, 84 through 9. A dangerous bowl, though. Matt Susi put a bunch together. Could use a big mark and a fill here. Justin Kochi picked up a spare in the 10th off to our right. He's at 101 on the ball in the 10th.
Corey Packer talking to Susi.
JJ Trickney, I believe, had a 109, if I see it right, Greg, if you can see that.
Yes, that's
109
correct.
for Double J.
Kochi 101 on a ball.
Susi looking for a mark. Crossing over, sweeps 8. 78's got wood to possibly help. 2 pieces of angle behind, could get in the way. Alec, clean shot at the king, the 5. Got it! Big spare in the 10th, 101 on the ball. Had a strike 8 to start, a spare 5 in the middle.
Allard was dismayed at some missed opportunities, but he's been on the head pin more than not. Had some in split luck as well. And speaking of no luck, we saw that shot by Susi.
Tough break.
Is that injury or a curse? I mean, Susi isn't that far off from getting right back to his prior form.
It's 119 average, his highest season. Disappointing 93 streamer. Threw a great ball. How many splits did he have, Greg?
He had 3 in that. He could have used more head pin accuracy, but fact still remains he's just not getting the breaks.
But that's what you have a team for. Corey Packard had a 140 in the quarterfinals. He's sitting at 57 through 5. The freight train Joey Lister behind him, 75 half on a ball.
Allard splashed out 7. That's how Sean Baker won the event last year with a dramatic 7-pin washout. What if that's consequential here? 1
away for Brian Allard. Mark Hollywood Smith up on lane number 8 here at 24-lane facility, Lakeside Lanes. Every Sunday, most Sundays, all year round. Go to lakesidelanes.com, print out the coupon, $12 a person, shoes included, 2 hours of great Candlepin bowling. Great way to get friends and family involved and work on your game. Lakesidelanes.com, print out the coupon, most Sundays, 12 to 2. Call for lane availability at a time. Shoes included. 12 to 2. Corey Packard almost stole it. Smith in the triangle, right in the middle. The Oreo cookie got the cream in the middle, left the wafers on the outside.
So rare to punch it through like that.
59% is the success rate when you knock the 9 down without the head pin for a spare. Again, stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Packard just missed right. And the bench don't think if you don't get in the first ball, you're not going to get in the second ball.
Implies you've lost the range. That's why per Candlepin Bowling Network stats, the 1 pin tends to have the lowest success rate just based on that. I'm not sure I've explained that adequately.
$50 per person, $120 a team for that Big 20 roll-up this week. Candlepin for Cancer. Any doubles Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. $120 a team. Candlepin's number 4 at cancer.com to register. Top 5 live show Saturday, April 13th, 11 a.m. on Candlepin Bowling Network with Greg Gouillart, myself, and Mike Moore. Hollywood 189. Wood behind to help out 4 pieces. He's at 57 through 6 coming in. Corey Packard 67 through 6 after the Paul Grant special. We missed the second, made the third for a 10. Beautiful ball, 7. Great piece of wood in front of the 2-4-7. Smith for a spare. He's got it. 67 the ball through 7.
Not as convinced about Packard's wood, I confess. The red line may only take out the 2-4.
Mark had a spare 4 in the second.
Greg, I see you in chat. I haven't seen any other complaints from anyone, and the metrics look fine here, but if anyone else is experiencing issues, let me know.
Packard spare to match.
Corey sure isn't. Third mark.
77 the ball through 7. Semi-final action, 1 string. Finals come up next, right after this match on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Smith, beautiful ball, 9. Leads up to 6. Big 19 box, 76 through 7. Packard missed left, steals 9. How about that? He broke up the 4 horsemen. Looked like a 4-1 split. Smith the spare, back to back. 86 in the ball through 8, a fist bump. Big time bowler. Maine State Open Championship winner from last year. Packard gets to go spare on the gift. 96 in the ball through 8. $7 to go in the semifinals.
You know, after all the first bowlers have completed their strings, there might be a three-way tie between everyone else and Team Lister out in front by about a couple marks.
Smith comes back for number 1, 2-4-7-9. He's got a chance for 3 in a row. 6 on the spare, 92 through 8. Packett's turn on the spare.
So Team Lister leads. Good luck, everyone else.
Crossing over, 8, 5 in the 10.
To my point.
104 through 8. Smith on lane 8 here at Lakeside Lanes for 3 in a row. No. 4-7-9.
Maybe further to one side or another, but that horizontal wood is always difficult to negotiate.
High piece of angle with a Corey Packett. Can he pick it up? Yes! 106 in the ball in the 9th. Correction, 104 through 8, 114 in the ball in the 9th. As he's got 3 in a row.
CompuScore updating glitch.
Smith an 8, 100 through 9. Yeah, they fixed the computer scoreboard here.
It's the thing CompuScore does, a very reliable semi-automatic scoring system, but it has this knack for not updating the total score immediately upon fills, and especially in the 10th frame. Still a very lovely piece of software developed in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Smith, beautiful ball, spins back for one more. 2 right, 4 left, needs a mark.
If I can nerd out one more time, Needham Bowl Away, best semi-automatic system. They have a system no one else uses, and it's fantastic. It has like a touchpad and everything.
Corey Packett on his 3rd spare in a row.
Oh.
Spread eagle, ouch. 118 through 9.
How to arrest your development. But
Smith for a spare. Off the wall, no, tough again. Best he can do now is 110. Packard missed right. 3 right, 2-4-7 left. Smith for 10. Has it, 110. And once again, Scott Lappia meant to carry his team on his back.
the sticks might matter, though, that 10th pin.
Packard grabs 2 for an 8. 122, semifinal string.
126.
Oh, correction, 126 make it, sorry.
The fill.
The force fill, 118
fill
to
system,
9.
yep.
Yep, 126 it is. Another good performance by Corey Packard, no surprise. So this match is 294 to 271, not head-to-head, obviously. 1 spare for each ankle bowler now. The freight train, Joey Lister on the left. On the right is Scott Lapierre. 75 for Joey, 53 for Scott. Trying to find out the other semifinal match, what it looks like over there.
Taking a look here.
Scott Lapierre spare goes right, 5. Lister on the nose, look at this. Spread eagle plus the 5, 3. So Scott's at 58 through the half. Joey Lister 78 through the half. Lapierre, oh, what a try. Lister hooks left, comes back for 2 more maybe. Has a check mark. Not bad considering. Final set of the match. Scott 9, 67 through 6. Lister a 7, 85 through 6. Scott 67 through 6. $4 to go.
It looks like the other 2 lanes will finish sooner. I can see the scores from here. Lapierre's got triangle 4. Lister, 5-pin drop, strike.
Big time strike for the freight train. Had 4 in a row from boxes 2 to 5, 4 marks in a row.
Little blip in frame 6 and then right back to his usual self.
After a 7 marks a strike, 95 plus 2 in the 7th. Lapierre, no.
Tripped on the wood.
His team could be in trouble. We're not sure yet, though. We're trying to find out the scores first. They should be finished before we're done here. We'll find out. Aaron St. Simon, a big spare to our right. Scott Lapierre, 9, 76 through 7. Joey at it again. Scott with a monster finish to have a chance, more than likely. Scott, beautiful ball off the wall on the crossover. 5, 9, 10, left to right. Lister, 9 more. Almost a double.
What a way that would have been. Oh, but this wood is colliding in front.
3 pieces, wow.
I think the middle piece works for Lister, but that is a tough shot. Yes, 5, 9, 10 goes for LaPierre, and Lister converts as well.
That's a spare and strike for Joey. 105 through 7, 115 the ball through 8. Lappy a much needed spare, 86 in the ball through 8. 2 blocks to go.
2 sweet shots, one great split by LaPierre, a 5, 9, 10, 2 parallel back pins. And then Joey Lister threading the needle to get that small end cap at the other end.
The other 2 teams just finished up. We'll try to get a score update in just a moment. Lappy had a good time for a spread eagle plus the 8. Lister wobbling strike bid. 5 right, 8 left, both shaking the boots. That's on a fill, 123 through 8. Can you say finals for them?
Probably.
Scott, object pin, ouch. Lister for another one. Not this time.
Our scores are confirmed as you see them. We'll check in on the others. Kevin's on his way back, I think.
Lapierre, 7.
96 through 9.
Joey gets the 10. 133 through 9.
Extraordinary string by Lister.
All right, Kevin, the other 2 matches. What do you have for scores over there, please?
339 to 308.
So 309 gets you in.
330. Yeah, 339, 308. Okay.
So 309 will get you in. So does Scott's team have a chance here? I think they're in. You could be right. It could be these 2 teams again. Scott missed it.
No, 339.
339.
Yeah, 339, I believe that was. So actually, no, that shows LaPierre's team's missing the cut.
339 and 309 over here, you said?
Please make sure you turn in
308.
your scorecards to make it official.
Okay, let's find out in a
Yep,
minute.
so Team LaPierre is going to fall short. Lister with a huge bid on that.
Scott 105, Joey Lister, the freight train 142 string. We'll find out officially in just a moment. Stay tuned. The finals are next on Candlepin Bowling Network.
I show this as Team Lister, and who had the 339, please? Thank you, Kevin. That's going to be Aaron St. Cyr. We got Scott Douglas and JJ Turigny. Commiserations to Team Danny Harris. And the finals will be on 5 and 6. Let's tilt the pan the camera. Sorry, I know my camera terms. Tilt us up and down. You see, pan is left and right.
All right. So who made it now? We know it's JJ's
All right,
team.
let's move on. You must bowl the 334 or better.
334 is the cutoff.
Please come up and pick your
Yep.
lanes.
Not 308. 334.
5 and 6 will be the finals. You're going to bowl the entire string on the same lane that you pick.
All right, so 1 string final. If there's a tie, a 1 string roll off. So Mark Holloway Smith, Scott Lipp's team go down with Brian Allard. No Latvia Magic that time. They cash in though. And the finals are next. We'll keep you alive. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification in just a moment.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm just resetting the scores here. So the championship teams will pick lanes here on Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. That's Paul Grant. I'm Greg Gouillart. Alongside us, Kevin Burns. We really appreciate you watching it, and we're about to come down the stretch to this final match here. Again, we have had some internet glitches here and there. We will hopefully keep it intact here.
It is being recorded. So
it is being recorded. You will have a high-quality broadcast of this in just a moment, one way or another.
So the Courtney effect continues. Joey Lister's in the finals.
That's right. That's right, Lister and Holbrook. How could I forget?
Yep.
That was at Ryan Family Amusements
Yep.
in Millis.
And he wanted one with in Leda Lanes also in 2022. So he's going for his 3rd Pro Series title.
Maybe could overtake Tim Douglas in the Pro Series standings. We'll see.
He's number 2, right?
He's number 2 right now.
How about double J.J. Turigny in the finals? Chance for his 1st Pro Series title. Watch out for this guy. All All right, let's get the lineup here from Greg Gouillart, if you have it.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for teams to select lanes and key it into the keyboard right now.
Okay.
Once I do and get everything aligned, Candlepin Bowling Network. We're getting it on the fly here. There we go. I can push in on the camera ever so slightly.
And please help out Candlepins for Cancer, the Bowlers charity. Candlepin Bowlers and their families going through cancer treatments via Venmo. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Over $45,000 paid out so far. Need your help to replenish the fund. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Any amount is greatly appreciated. If you want to send a check, the address is on the website, Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. You can also register for the upcoming rollouts of Big 20 this week. Any doubles starting this Wednesday, Thursday, wrapping up Saturday and Sunday in Scarborough, Maine. At the Top 5 live show, April 13th. Finals underway here at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. One string final. J.J. Trigney, 3-5-6 triangle. Matt Susi in the pocket, 7. Left to right at 2-5-10. Wood to work with. J.J. for a spare, right? Accurate shot.
Second time recently we've seen a triangle punched out.
Susi trying to kick it over. Missed left.
I'll go over a lot of the information for those of you just tuning in.
J.J. 8 to start this championship match.
Or for anyone who fast forwarded to what, on demand, for what promises to be a very consequential match or a dramatic match.
Susi a 7, 1-pin lead for Team St. Cyr, Team Lister.
This is Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanks to Tim Lipke and his staff for accommodating us today. Pro Series penultimate event. We have Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts coming up with a singles knockout. And then after that, the playoffs, where the top 24 in the Pro Series standings will advance to the playoffs. Top 8 get a first round bye. Currently, Lister and St. Cyr 2 and 3 in those standings. Tim Douglas is number 1, not in the finals.
The wood could help JJ to the left of the wood, but it won't go. He thought he had it.
Pro Series points are also awarded for the performance in the 5-string qualifier alone, so it really is based on raw bowling ability.
Matt got the headpin wrapped around the 2 and the 7. How about Shannon Scribner winning her first Pro Series title in her first chance today, I believe? First chance. She won it today earlier. 6:23 performance. JJ 10, 18 through 2. Matt Susi an 8, 15 through 2. He's down 3. Lots of time left.
Previous winners in this event were Nick Zuffalato, Jeff Walsh, and Sean Baker, defeating Josh Daly, Ed Woodside, and Dave Barber in that event. Previous semifinalists included Tim Douglas, Brian Fuller Jr., and Austin Barnes, and Keith Beaupre, Sean Taylor, and Ryan Drago. Beaupre made a pretty decent run in this competition today.
We'll talk to Scott Lappy in just a moment here. In the semifinals, Susi 8, 7-10 goal pulls. JJ with the 4 horses, 1-3, 6-10. Trigney for a spare. Oh, you can be kidding me. 3 chances have not gone his way. That close.
Holding his own here. I love 3-man random draw. Puts sometimes the unlikeliest people together, and you could see them shine.
Susi wouldn't go. I thought he might go left in that one, but JJ for a 10 gets a 9, 27 through 3. And Matt Susi will get an 8, 23 through 3. Scott Lapierre, I know you wanted your 6 Pro Series title today, but boy, you had no chance of being in the semifinals. That Masterville 92.5 got you in.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. But yeah, that last game was my worst game of the day. So
How far would you guys end up with? How far behind were you for the finals? You were pretty close, weren't you?
Yeah, we were pretty close to like 11 pins or something like that. I needed a mark. I needed that mark, and that punch fill that I had that didn't help either. If I would have filled better there, I wouldn't have needed a mark in the end there. But
how'd you guys cash?
Pretty good. It's $125 a piece.
Not bad.
So that's $375, and then I won high series for $175.
Oh, $671.
Yeah, and then I won.
How much win for that
high
one?
Single, $175 for high series, and then $102 for my high single. So it was a pretty good day for me.
Not a bad payday.
Yeah, not a bad payday. I got a lot of good points. So on to Alley Cat. See if I can keep bouncing up the point standings.
Hopefully, it won't be a 3-hour drive this time for me with rush hour.
right. Yeah, it's not too bad for me. A little over an hour.
Susi for a spare. Got it.
Nice shots.
33 in a ball through 4. JJ, object pin for an 8, 35 through 4. Scott, your mother's here as always. Your son Ben's here always watching.
Yep. They always come along with me, and of course my boy loves bowling. He did a bunch of games today. I got to go pay, actually. But, yeah, they always come down and support me, and my wife's watching at home, so it's awesome.
Well, good luck in Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston.
Thank you.
Mass.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, it wasn't
Do you
your
have the, do you
fault,
have the,
Scotty.
do you have the date, Ned? What date is that? Do you know offhand?
I think that's the 16th, March 16th, I'm pretty sure.
Susie 8 in the fill, 41
Pretty
through
sure
4.
it's the 16th at Alley Cat. I could be wrong, but I know
So,
it's that
so
weekend.
Mark Smith, Hollywood Smith, told me he's going to bail himself out this last match.
No, that didn't work out very well, but I'm still in the hunt at Hallycat. I'll be there.
And you got to cash in.
See
so,
you then, yeah.
Yep. All right.
So you never know.
Susie Spare, back
I'm
to
due
back.
to win one. I haven't won one since 2009, so
You're
it's
overdue.
been a while.
You're overdue.
Overdue,
All
right.
Good to see you, Mark.
Good to see you,
Hollywood
Paul.
Smith.
Take care. Thanks for doing this.
Susie picks up another spare.
51 half, JJ 10, 45 half, 6-pin lead, plus a ball
2 good marks for the seat. That's going to be a good one to think about.
for Corey Peck and Joey Lister's team on lane 5. Lane 6, it's the Twister, Scott Douglas. Followed by Aaron St. Cyr, the rock star. Wonder how they got those nicknames. Douglas, beautiful ball at 9. Looked like a 2-1 split. Corey Packard, clutch as always. 140 and then a 126 last 2 matches for that time. Douglas, a piece of wood in front to help.
It's perilous.
Got it. Spare to start this one-string championship match.
It wasn't totally covering it, but he spun it in very well. Right side of the wood.
Back a good effort up the wall. Just missed the 10. Rufus, thanks for watching. Chris Brewer, thanks for watching as well. Mike Fromp as well. Casey McCool and others. Corey gets the 10. 1 spare for each side. Scott Douglas on 1 now. If there's a tie, a 1-string roll-off. I'd love to see one of those. Douglas in the pocket, off the wall. Maybe 9 it is, yes. 19 through 1, second 9 drop in a row. Packard just missed the pocket, 5.
Packard's one of the few bowlers where his optimal ball placement is actually on the foot foul line.
2 in a row bid here for Lappy. Scott Douglas rather missed it. Not by much.
Again, there was wood this time to the side of the pin. Foiled him.
Packard just missed right, 1 in the 10. Scott Douglas from Alley Cat Lanes, Kingston, Mass. It's a 10 after a spare 9, 29 through 2. Good start for the youngster. The brother of Tim the Tornado Douglas. Packard 9, 19 through 2.
Almost got the ball deflection into the 10.
So we know it's head-to-head this time, Greg, right?
It is head-to-head in this case. It's been elimination, just cutting the bottom half of the field, but there we go.
I was just kidding. So eliminations before this. 4-pin lead for Scott Douglas's team minus a ball. They're trailing virtually now with the average spare fill 6.5 stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. A check mark. 5 middle, 2, 4, 7 left. Packard, not a bad leave, missing the head pin, 1, 2, 4. And like 2 pinners, 3 pinners, about 51% the going rate without wood for Class A bowlers. Scott just missed right.
A lot of eyeballs eagerly looking on here in Manchester. And out there in Candlepin Bowling Network.
Packard for a spare. Off the wall, got it!
Ooh!
29 in the ball through 3. Douglas gets a 9, 38 through 3.
They call those wall shots in 10-pin bowling much more frequent here in Candlepin.
Their first 2 bowlers for Team Lister have spares. None right now for Team St. Cyr, who's up next.
That's right. So currently advantage to the team we have highlighted in blue on your screen. As soon as I
Tom, thanks for watching this great game at Candlepin Bowling. Get your friends out to bowl, invite them to bowl. Candlepin gift cards are a great way to do it. Also supports your local bowling centers who work their butts off. Packard's spare fill goes left, 1, 3, 6, 7 left, 35 through 3. Scott 3 in that first ball in lane 6. Nice crack at it, a little too thin.
And that's the lateral pin action he wanted. Exactly, Paul. You needed a little more contact on the head pin, only just.
Corey Packard on the nose.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty with the pinning right now. Although currently it's the 2 marks of Team Lister that control.
Excellent 10 box by Scott Douglas, 48 through 4.
We refer to the teams by their anchor bowlers because in the 3-man random draw team format, they are the top 12 bowlers.
Corey, nice out 9, 38 through 4. Correction, 44 through 4. His spare 6 gave him 35 through 3, now 9, 44 through 4.
There we go.
Anchor bowls up next, Joey Lister, the Freight Train, and Aaron Rockstar St. Cyr.
The future is bright for Candlepin Bowling.
And Candlepin Bowling never close to 1,000 videos this next week or two. Always free, never a charge. Subscribe. Always free, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. A post for Scott Douglas for the 4 Horsemen. Corey Packard, Sutton, Massachusetts. Hall of Fame eligible, takes down 6. 3 right, 2, 4, 7 left. Championship match, 1-string final.
Spread eagle ball too bad, otherwise it would have caused some damage.
Douglas threw it away.
Don't want to punch through on this, it's easy to do.
Corey Packard's made so many shots like this in his illustrious career. Can he get this one? Great, give it a try.
ICC champion career.
Douglas will get a 9. Nice out. 57 half. Had a spare 9 to start.
That was with Team Academy Lanes.
Packard gets the 10. 54 half. And here come the ankle bowlers for the first time in this final.
Yeah, Team Academy Lanes, part of Mike Bacicci's increasing influence. You know, he may not be a strong bowler in his own right anymore, but, you know, nonetheless, he manages and creates incredible team chemistry among his teams. Including the Mixed Worlds teams in Academy Lanes as well.
Everyone loves Cheech.
How can't you?
Great guy. Funny guy, too. St. Cyr for a strike, 9. Leads up to 4. What a great ball he throws. Joey Lister falls down, but stays behind the foul line and gets a half Worcester. Tough reward.
There's a perverse incentive. Arguably, you would want your hand to go over. Although, of course, intentional fouls are a 0 box if I understand the rule book correctly.
Aaron just missed right. Lister trying to bounce back. He's got a banana split. Casey McCool, light him up. Aaron, all grand special, missed the second, make the third, 10. Lister, an 8.
Both these bowlers have put on some electric strings earlier. This game does not get easier as you go. Do they have any more magic left in the tank?
1 pin lead for Team Lister on the left, plus a ball for Matt Susi up next. The leadoff bowler. St. Cyr, beautiful balls. 8, 9. That would have been a good fill. 2 pin remains. Lister gets 8.
Oh.
4 left, 6 right.
The wrong 8, though, and that wood disappears.
St. Cyr. Missed again. Unbelievable. So unlike Aaron St. Cyr, you're not going to make them all, but 2 missed chances. Remember that, folks.
Keeps this match interesting.
Aaron 9 wasn't there. 19 through 2. Lister gets the 10. 18 through 2.
It's a loud cheer. Joey Lister's got a good cheering contingent.
123, 121 plus a ball for Team Lister on the left. St. Cyr missed right, 4-2 split. Lister on the nose. Look at this leave. 2-4-7 right side, 3-6-9 behind the 3. Terrific finals. Aaron just missed left, 1-8, 6-10 right. Barely goes. Lister 4 left.
Not making the pinning easy on themselves. This could make a difference.
Aaron, object pin won't carry for 7, 26 through 3. And Joey gets an 8, Aaron a 7.
Quintessential Candlepin. These pins are fussy, have a mind of their own sometimes.
26 each through 3, 131, 128, 3-pin lead for Team Lister on the left, plus a ball for Matt Susi next.
These teams have been on the head pin more than not. Seems like a matter of time.
Aaron drops down 9 again for the 3rd time, wobbling the 2. Lister strike, wow! Bombs away, baby!
I didn't expect to be that prophetic. Extraordinary.
36 plus 2 for the Freight Train.
St. Cyr single now.
Can he get this one?
No.
Wow. Ball bounced back and wow. You can't believe it.
Oh, no, no, no.
Been there, done that. Not a good feeling.
Sometimes you just get in that rut.
Wasn't there for 9. Very resilient, though. He can bounce back still. 35 through 4. 3 missed chances.
It is a game of resiliency as well. And again, like you say, this string is not over yet.
That's where the mental toughness comes in this game.
Yeah. It's certainly not a character failing. It's just that the game is physically demanding. I mean, yes, it's bowling, but there's still a constant strain and a constant consistency that you need.
Aaron just 4, Lister on a strike.
And it does take a serious work ethic and a great sense of timing to succeed.
Just 2 that time, 2 in the 8. He's on a strike on lane 5. Back to lane 6, Aaron St. Cyr. Trying to somehow pick this up. Pin won't carry. Plus the second strike ball. It's an 8 fill, 44 through 4.
Yeah, and even on just the pinning alone, dynamic shots like that might well make the difference in this match.
That gives him a 12-pin lead. They get another mark next. Nice out for Aaron St. Cyr, 9, 44 half. Joey Lister, 9, 53 half. $5 to go for each bowler, 15 boxes overall. This championship match is plus 10 seconds for station identification.
Welcome, this is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Greg Gouillart, that's Paul Grant, alongside us Kevin Burns, and our executive producer Bob Lee as well, and bringing you Pro Series coverage live from Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire.
J.J. Trigney, double J.
Uh-oh.
With 4 at a 45 half.
But he's got such a dynamic ball that he can cause a splash, so this is gettable.
And Mark Rich has helped him a lot the last year or so, helping his game out in Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass.
Including on Friday Night Pro League.
Susie on the bonus, slams 7, make it 8. Break, the 10 goes down. 4-7, chance for another one, 59 half. JJ falls left.
I've been watching Matt Susie with keen interest. We've seen so much split bad luck before.
Another spare, no.
He didn't get that shot, but is he turning a corner?
JJ got the head pin to go, but the 5, 6, 10 remain.
And what a time it would be if he can.
Susie gets the 10. Missed the second, make the third. 69 through 6.
So a missed opportunity on the other side now, but still Team Lister, significant advantage.
They lead by 23 right now, the biggest lead. No marks on the board either side.
Yep, 4 marks to 1. That's basically the difference. Pinning is pretty even.
Plenty of time left still. And JJ with a spread eagle.
JJ's going to have to fight to keep it that way. Good first ball.
Susie, beautiful ball on the park of his strike. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Wood's
4,
there, though.
7, 10. Yep, that wood to the right of the 4 could help.
Maybe it's aiming too far back, though.
JJ grabs 2 of the 6. Dr. Seuss out of Leader Lanes, National New Hampshire, works there also. Too far left.
Super duper far left. Maybe, just maybe, if he got to the left of the 4 pin, he could have shot the wood across.
JJ, nice out, 9. 61 through 7 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Significant out.
Matt, 8. 7's a wild, 77 through 7.
It's a few times now to a few pins on Susie on that third ball.
184, 162 lead is 22 for Team Lister on the left.
Pinning does prove to be even between the two of them, in fairness. 9 pins left standing.
JJ half Worcester.
Might have lost his balance slightly at the line.
Gotta love that shot. Not.
Pretty when it goes, I guess.
I wouldn't know. Once in a while.
Oh,
he almost pulled it off.
Huge break for Susie. He spilled the head pin.
Jade comes back for the 1. Can he get to the 6? Not quite.
I and others in chat bemoaning the splits, but you are getting some breaks from behind as well. That's Candlepin.
Susie got it.
Yes.
Spare in the 8th, 87 the ball. Here comes Matt Susie. Double J, 10, 71 through 8.
He worked out the half Worcester.
Joey Lister looking for his 3rd Pro Series title. JJ on the crossover, a strike. Will it go? Yes! The wood rolls to 7. It finally goes. Make up my mind strike. 81 plus 2 in the 9th. Susie rocking and rolling. 5 goes.
And the plank sits nice, maybe. Did it?
96 through 8. Wood in front of the 10.
Is the tip connecting with the other, though? That does cause a problem.
Red line or right, I would think. Goes left.
Yeah, it
No.
was.
Had to go right side, I think.
The caps were touching, unfortunately, so it deflected away. Horrific luck. 9 fill on that, like you said.
And gets the 10. 106 through 9.
So back to Matsusi, misfortune, but still a very solid string he's building. Meanwhile, Tarigny, after having a solid string of his own, finds his first mark.
JG on a strike. Double J looking for a double strike. Close.
He
8.
threw the ball for a double.
3 in the 6. Watch over this guy. Telling you. Susi just missed the pocket right. Not a bad leave considering 1-2-7.
And that ball just looks better out of Susi's hand, all told.
JJ for a spare. Yes, spare and strike, a big 20. 91 through 9. 101 of the ball in the 10th.
With a convincing round of applause from behind. People are
Susi.
taking notice.
Right on the money. 2 in the 7.
So many good working balls in the head pin, and then suddenly a punch.
Takes one. Oh, the ball comes back for a 10.
Interesting.
116. Championship string for Matt Susi. JJ's bonus on the head pin. 7 more. Nice finish. He's a 71 through 8. A spare 7 after a strike. 108. Championship string. Getting great experience. And threw a great ball, didn't he, Greg? How many splits did he have, do you know?
JJ had 3 splits. He had 3 bona fide head pin leaves, which I guess the strike was one of them. Pretty solid overall. Matt Susi was 7 for 10 and had a lot of good looks there. 3 spares.
10 box to go. No marks on the board. 223, 209. The lead is down to 14 for Team Lister with Corey Packett up now. As Twister with a 7-9 Star Trek character, the Queen Borg.
Oh, but that wood's rolling the wrong way, and it's going to disappear into the channel. Disaster there. They can't afford to lose too many more frames like that.
Packett curves in the pocket off the wall. Can't get the 10 to go. 4-7 left. Douglas, good effort.
That's a pretty disciplined shot right there. Didn't try any theatrics, not trying to crazily slam it off the sidewall. Just took the stick. Pins are no guarantee in this game.
Corey Packett used the wood. Got the 10, not the 4-7. Close match. The Twister with a 9. 66 through 6. Pro Series 3-man random draw team championship match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Corey Packett, nice 10. 64 through 6.
Dangled that 7-pin nicely.
Gives him a 15-pin lead now.
Yeah, Chad and everyone here in Lakeside Lanes, Manchester is taking notice of JJ's rise. We see you all.
Hey, Glenn Gill, Mike Nardone, thanks for watching. Mike Nardone, we'll see you Friday night again. Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week. Jordan Britton, great job with Candlepin Skins with Corey Lisi, Mr. Candlepin Corner. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Watch Skin Action.
Skins, as it's titled, but of course,
Skins,
riffing on the Candlepin Skins show. Third straight split for Packard here. 3-1 is gettable.
And Bart and others watching from Maine.
Douglas carved around everything outside of the kingpin. Again, the pins might matter here. The margin is closing up to 2.
Packard, 2 left, 6 right.
Put a bit on that. Hard for his right to left ball.
Douglas won't go. 9, 75 through 7.
Brother Tim watching on very attentively. He'd love his brother to succeed.
Corey gets a 9, almost a 10, 73 through 7.
Yeah, 2 good swipes at that 2-pin. Sorry.
Scoreboard update, it is 15 still? 15. 242, 227.
I'll just confirm real quick. Yep, that's confirmed.
8 boxes to go in this championship match. Overtime if we tie. That's a strike! Big strike for the Twister, Scott Douglas. 85 plus 2 through 8. Timely strike. And a spare 9 to start. Packard on the nose. Up in a split, -2. The 6-10 go down. Gives him a chance.
That's a splat ball for sure, but he got sidewall action both sides, and with his working ball, he's got a big chance now.
4-7 for a spare. And he got it.
Just.
83 to ball through 8.
That got a gasp. That 7-pin only wilted, but it's down.
Slow motion, doesn't matter.
There are no style points in this game. Tim Lipke, proprietor here at Lakeside Lanes, watching on with interest from a few lanes over. Many thanks to him and his staff for accommodating us all today, bowlers and us here at Candlepin Bowling Network.
Scott half-west, that's why you get 2 on the strike. Furious at himself.
That's a lot of intrigue.
Corey Packard on a spare on lane 5 at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Candia Road, 8, 5 in the 10.
I don't think that wood turned enough, but great count.
91 through 8. Scott's second ball on the strike. Good shot. 6 more, 8 in the fill. 93 through 8. The first 2 balls right now overall combined are tied, I believe. As of right now. Packard trying to spin it over. Oh, what a try. The ball. He got it. Unbelievable. Wow, what a shot for a spare. Wow. 101 on the ball through 9.
It takes those above and beyond shots to turn you from bowling pro to bowling champion. Packard shows you how.
102 through 9 for Scott Douglas. What a shot by Corey Packard.
It's not an exact science, but getting that ball to be a working ball is so key to success.
Scott breaks up the eagle. 3-6-10. Wood in front to possibly help. To the side, rather. Can Corey Packard take advantage? And, of course, that'd be a half-wister.
Yeah, after 5 straight on the head pin and breaks the streak in cruel fashion.
How many times do you see it make a great shot like that and get a lousy fill? 103 through 9. The twister for a spare. No.
It rang around.
Wow.
I think he contacted the wood high. The red line might have taken it. Super duper harsh. It looked like it was lined up perfectly, though.
Corey Packard right down the middle again.
Someone else is saying that as well behind me. Too high.
Douglas 9. 111 championship final string.
Packard needs pins.
Packard try to get at least 3 here, and does for a big 8. After a spare 2, 111.
Basically gets 20 for the pair there, matching 111s.
So 5 marks to go, no marks on the board. 280, 263, a 17-pin lead for Team Lister on the left. And don't forget Aaron had 3 9 drops for spares, missed them all.
Right.
Very capable of bouncing back, though.
It is a tall ask for him to make all of them, of course. But now is the moment.
The rock star, beautiful ball, 9 again. Oh no. 5 pin left up. Lister half Worcester, advantage St. Cyr. Got to take advantage. Clean shot at the king, the 5. Can he get this one? No. Wow. Lister, good second ball, just about. He's at the 6. Aaron, Paul Grant Spencer missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. 10, 54 through 6. Lister in 9, 62 through 6. He gains a pin. It's 16, 289, 273. The Freight Train's team leads by 16. 4 boxes to go. Overtime if we tie, a 1-string roll-off.
Still time.
The Rocks will have a strike. Oh. Half Worcester, ouch. Lister, he gets a half Worcester again.
Audible gasp here, pinning time now.
Yeah, trying to work out this mess. Beautiful ball, but look at this. 4-7, 5-10. Lister's crack at it. He gets a spare!
Nicely
72 on the ball through 7. What a shot. Aaron 8, 62 through 7.
I had some skepticism about aiming on towards the gap in that half Worcester, but Lister puts it exactly there, even though it's on his crossover side, and gets the pin action working perfectly.
We'll talk to the winning team before we sign off.
I guess because the ball travels through to the 4-7.
St. Cyr, 5-1 split. Lister on the bonus. Back in the pocket, crossing over, takes down 9. Look like a diamond, has the 3-pin for another one.
What a way to do it, but he got the head pin, he did his job.
81 through 7.
Extra advantage for Team Lister now.
1-8-10, time's running out.
It may well have, actually.
Lister for another one. Yes, that could do it.
He
91 the ball through 8.
Unlike most bowlers, he turns around immediately because he knows he hit it.
Nice 10 for Aaron. 72 through 8, 2 blocks to go in this championship match.
Nope, we're in the miracle zone now. Team Lister firmly in control right now, and with decent count, this could be all but over. Yeah, we'll make it work. St. Cyr got the head pin. Sorry.
Sorry. 4-7. Lister on the bonus. Add 6 more. 3, 5, 9, 10. 97 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Aaron. Wow. 100 pin won't go. Lister. That won't go. But it's pretty much done now. Aaron 9. 81 through 9. Lister 10. 101 through 9.
107. 107.
Correction, 107 through 9, make it.
It is mathematically over. Team Joey Lister is successful. Congratulations to Matt Susi, Corey Packard, and Joey Lister on winning this Pro Series 3-man random draw teams event. I'll call the last frame here. It's Ed pins each. It's identical leaves, in fact. 3, 6, 7, and 10. St. Cyr can't rip that 3-pin across. Lister, show us how. Ooh, he sent the 3-pin behind. Lister pins out, St. Cyr pins out well, rather. Aaron St. Cyr 90 through 10 had those opportunities there. And Joey Lister at 10 bucks, 117. Stay tuned. Paul Grant will interview our winners right here as soon as we can get this cord out here in quintessential Candlepin Bowling Network fashion. Let's get you untangled. Your hair looks gorgeous, Paul. Don't you worry. I know I said that on the air. I don't care. Let's get this going.
Matt Susi. Dr. Seuss, you finally broke through. You got your first Pro Series title. Congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you. If it wasn't for these, threw a 93 and they went big. It was great.
Like Friday Night Pro League, you hit the head pin a lot today. You just got a lot of tough breaks, too.
A couple tough breaks. I bowled a lot better than I did Friday. Friday was rough, to say the least.
Great feeling to win your first Pro Series title. 3-letter word.
Wow.
All right. Let's bring in Corey Packard. This is number two for you. Second Pro Series title, Corey Packard.
All right, guys, thanks for coming.
Hall of Fame eligible next time
Congrats to
around.
Joey Lister,
Class act.
Corey Packard, Matt
Great
Susi
feeling.
on the
Well,
win.
this one's gonna help. It's really
Next
really good
event
feeling. I
is
still have
Saturday,
goosebumps.
March
Those
16th
two are
in
awesome.
Alley Cat.
You had a
We'll
140 in the
next
quarterfinals, a
week.
126 in
Sorry for
semifinals. Now your
that.
best
We'll
stuff
see
here,
you.
111.
That's
But
the last event before
Yeah, I
playoffs.
struggled, missed the hip in early on, and then got some splits. But everybody, I think, was nervous. I think like the whole 6 of us.
natural.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
always competitive. Every match, you always seem to come with these big shots all the time. How do you do it year in, year out?
It's not always. It's here and there. Trust me. But
3-letter word for winning your second Pro Series title.
wow, I can't believe it.
Let's bring the freight train, Joey Lister. Joey Lister, freight train, number 2 in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour right now. Your third Pro Series title, is it?
Yeah, second this
So you have a 1, 2, 3. Matt's first, Corey's second, you're third. And it's all been the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, I've been bowling good all year, honestly.
Why do you think you're at a higher level now? You always seem to bowl very well, especially when I cover you for some reason. You seem like you're at a different level.
Well, when you're here, I gotta step up my game, and when I bowl big tournaments, I gotta step up my game. So, I like the tournament atmosphere, bowling against great bowlers, bowling with great bowlers, makes the game easy.
A 3-letter word for winning your third Pro Series title.
Matt with 1 T. And wow, both of them.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks so much. That's a great game of Candlepin Bowling. Back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
Thanks so much. Once again, your final scores, 344 for the team of Matt Susi, Corey Packard, and Joey Lister, and 309 for the team of J.J. Tarigny, Scott Douglas, and Aaron St. Cyr. Congratulations to Team Lister on winning the Pro Series 3-man random draw teams. On behalf of Paul Grant and Kevin Burns, my name is Greg Gouillart. Thank you for watching this presentation of the Pro Series and Candlepin Bowling Network. And until next time, so long.